shot. Lights on.
Hey, Ken, we ain't got no sodas?
Nah, I haven't had a chance to go grab anything. But I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. I have to do this in my school stuff like that.
Hey, bro, you put that shit on Prime where it always come every so often.
That's funny because I do have subscribers saying at the crib. See? I do that. Nobody's here when this shit off.
When they deliver.
I feel you. But yeah.
But can't we pick like a specific day every month? So we just like a Tuesday or some shit.
That's subscribers. True.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
Would the price be the same though?
Paying for convenience. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you get a discount, especially if you order like if you subscribe to like 3 or 4 stuff. They give you like a 15% discount.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like paper towels, Tide. I had lotion cones and something else.
I be getting hella random little bullshit.
Just
shit that I just need around the crib.
all kind of Vino at the house.
I be getting masks. Shit, I be just getting undershirts, all this other shit. Shit, I don't feel like going to Walmart to get.
Yep.
Yo. How we sound? We
Shit, they got
sounding
my
good?
favorite rolling papers with
Might check.
Amazon too. Or the raw cones. I fuck with them.
I'm a vegan wrap guy now.
Vegan. I tried the hemp wrap. Have you tried hemp wraps?
Mm-hmm.
They were a little too carpet-ish to me.
Mm. I like the fact that it don't make you like cough crazy.
Oh yeah, I like.
Hey, can you grab me another one of these?
Yeah. You see one of the big ones?
Yeah, let me get one of the big ones. I'm gonna go through another little one like this. I didn't even see that over there.
When Avery come back?
Mm-hmm.
I think he said he was out from the. He should be back this week, like before the weekend, I think.
Damn, man, that's cool.
He meant to get to you.
Oh, my bad.
That nigga all his fault, man.
And it just took it.
I should have said
I thought he was gonna get.
Like, damn.
That's funny.
Hit the kitchen lights. I was listening to Jeezy all over here. Jeezy started that Thug Motivation 101, just amazing.
Oh yeah, classic.
I'm talking about from the beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm. No skipables.
I ain't gonna go that far, but it is a classic.
No skipables.
You don't think so?
There's some skippables, but it's still.
But it's
overall, it's like if I had to pick an album by him to run through and through, of course that's the one.
Yeah, but like the skippables ain't because it's like it's super trash. It's just some of
It's
them
outdated. Yeah, it's just outdated.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's outdated. It's outdated.
But them early records, them first 7.
It seemed like he couldn't stop. Like it reminded me. Granted, this is not the same artist, but and I'm of course gonna disagree with this. But when I was listening to certain albums that you could just run through, another one for me was like Dirty Sprite 2. Like if you at first I thought that album was trash.
It is trash.
But then but you got to be in a certain element, like a party element.
Yeah.
During that era, bro, that's the best playlist. It was the best playlist.
Yeah, everybody's speak highly of it. I don't like it, but I can't deny what the streets are saying.
It ain't but a couple straight through albums though in the world.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye's What's Going On.
D'Angelo, Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar was a good. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Brown
Sugar over Voodoo.
Voodoo took a minute for me.
I like Voodoo.
I love Voodoo now, but I remember the first time I was like, this ain't Brown Sugar.
I'll say Brown Sugar is actually better than Voodoo in my opinion.
They're just different.
They are different.
Because to me, it's like Nas Illmatic versus It Was Written.
Yeah.
When it comes to those
Voodoo,
two.
he kind of could do what he wanted. Brown Sugar was more standard.
Yeah.
Voodoo felt like it was more like like you saw him live in the studio.
Yeah.
Brown Sugar is like, all right, this is just an R&B legend.
He got some bangers on there. And that thing be right. We reviewed it on Dead in 365.
Yeah. Yep. All right. We go ahead and get started. Just a reminder, try to speak into the mics. They sound really good when that happens. All right, cool. Let's get going. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in sports. I'm your host, Kenneth Biens. Joining me on the show, we got Shelton J.
What's good, man? What's happening?
Nikki Duce.
What it do? Bengals 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl champs. I'm going crazy today. I've been
stuff.
modest all season about the Bengals.
Stuff.
I'm going crazy today. And for our picks and all that shit, we got prop bets as well. So we gonna make it interesting.
And Feefo 24/7.
I'm here, bro.
And Julian, we didn't have a Super Bowl preview last week. We just recapped and kind of highlighted, look ahead. But nah, this is the week, man. The game is this weekend. So here we are. But man, thank you guys for showing up, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment saying hey or something. All that feeds into the algorithm to get us noticed. Make sure you guys subscribe if you love everything, man. Hit the join button. You can see that on the desktop version. Mobile will be acting funky, but yeah, with that, you just can support the show. And we are talking about doing members-only call-in shows. I know I keep saying it, but it's going to happen because I keep saying it. But that's going to be dope, and I'm really looking forward to that, where we just get a chance to kind of bring you guys on, and we talk sports, So, yeah. Make sure you guys also check out the 365s every day video going up. I did one today on Stephen A. Smith and KD and Mama Durant and shit. So that's just ridiculous.
I didn't know he was talking shit again. He was threatening.
Stephen A.
Low-key threatening
Stephen
motherfuckers.
A.
He threatened Tiki Barber. You know that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was trying to watch that on the way here.
Yeah, because Tiki caping for the Giants, and he called him out on it. And he was basically like, Tiki, I got some receipts on you too, boy. Like, he said, you lucky.
Oh, wait, this is recent?
Because remember, because Tiki came out to defend the Giants organization for their lack. They've never hired a black coach, a head black coach in their whole year,
100-year history.
Every other franchise at least had one. I think at one point in time, or at least something like that.
But
a majority of them had one.
But I think it goes far as their entire staff. I don't think they've had a black.
Yeah, I think
coach
I think it was that. Yeah,
like
it would
at
have
all.
been that because
that's funny.
It's a lot of
that's
teams
funny
that had black coaches. I don't think head coaches anyway.
But yeah, I didn't know. But he always threatened somebody.
Yeah, he called out Tiki. I was surprised by that.
Like, all right, well, let's get into the show.
I want to start off with basketball because I'm gonna say the best for last for football. Obviously, we know we're on the eve or close to the eve of the trade deadline for the NBA. There's a lot of big trade. Well, not a big trades, but there's a lot of big talk about potential big trades. But there were some trades that happened. We could talk about, I guess, the biggest one so far, which is the Portland and New Orleans Pelicans trade, where CJ McCullum is now a Pelican, and they sent a bunch of bums to Portland. So, what do y'all think about that trade?
It's the beginning of the end for Dame Lillard's reign in Portland. It's just as simple as that. But I think we kind of knew it was going to happen because CJ and Dame was just not enough. Nurkic is, decent at best. So, were they really a competitor or like real true competitors for a championship, or was Dame just that good that it made us believe that they were?
Dame was that good.
Damn right. So, I know he's been loyal to the soil, but you just gotta let him walk at this point. You got to get whatever you can get for him because you're not going to be able to win with him. And I think that franchises all too often get to a point where is the juice, or are you getting the value for what you're paying? Right? Yeah, you're Dame is playing at an MVP level, but even at that level, you guys are first round, maybe second round exit. You're not a true contender, so it's just time to move on if you cannot improve around this guy. And their maximum effort was Nurkic and CJ.
Nurse shit.
You know what I'm saying? So
Basically,
so it's about time.
So you're saying the beginning? They said they're going to build around Dame.
That's it.
they said they got cap space now. They got like 60 million.
60 million.
Okay.
They're gonna get a free agent.
Okay, hold on. Let's look at NBA free agents.
Yeah, no, go ahead. But look, I said they need to get rid of CJ for months now. Get rid of him. It ain't working. Get somebody listening. what's the GM name? I could with Nishay, something like that. Is he still there? Either way, yeah, CJ had to go. And the thing that surprised me about the trade is that they only got Josh Hart for him.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what the fuck?
That's the only
Yeah.
big name. Everybody else is like, bro, who the fuck are these motherfuckers?
Who the fuck is no? Who the fuck is Josh Hart? He can play.
You talking about the actor or you
he's
talking about the
decent, but he's
basketball
not-
player?
he's
I know
not-
Josh
CJ
Hart, the actor.
Right.
CJ averages 20 points a
CJ
game.
is way better than Josh Hart.
Yeah, he averages 20 points a game. You don't trade 24.
I think it's more. I don't know if it's more about the health conditions of CJ McCollum because I think then he had to take a pause because of his, his heart
he had
and shit like that. So
lung
maybe
collapsed or something.
yeah, or his lung. Maybe that factors into like, all right, let's just move on. It's the best time to move on. Or maybe they're just getting ready to. I feel like they're getting ready to blow it up.
Yeah, looking at the free agents, they already started. Looking at the free agents, there's nothing in free agency that's going to be able to land you or get you close to a championship. These are players with player options. John Wall, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, and Kyrie Irving all have player options. And then here are
So they all out.
Yeah, so obviously they can pick up their option and stay one more year inside of their contract. You got Gary Harris, Zach LaVine, Goran Dragic, Ricky Rubio, Iguodala, Thaddeus Young, Pat Bev, Joe Ingles, Torian Prince, Nurkic,
Nobody.
T.J. Warren, Robert
Sound like a trade demand to me.
That's
that-
pretty much
That-
it.
that's what sound. Is trade demand on that list? Because
it
he need to be on the list too.
There's nobody on this list of free agents that is going to turn Portland around or, worth splurging for. Doesn't matter how much cap space you got. Dame Lillard is your biggest asset. You need to be hollering at OKC and be like, hey, bro, can I get about 5 of them picks you got over there? Because you got 40. You know what I'm saying? Boston was good. You know what I'm saying? We'll do a 3-team trade. I don't want to take nothing back, but none but young players in these picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's moves that can be made, but trying to build around Dame in Portland, it already has not succeeded, and you have more talent than you have right now.
Yeah, I realized this. I was talking to a homie about this situation, and they're like the poor man's version of Harden with the Rockets.
Yeah,
Like they've done so much transition with Dame being the centerpiece. Like, look at all the players that have come through Portland, where the franchise has tried to build a contender. You had Melo, you had Robert Covington, you had
Powell. They just traded Covington and Powell the other day too.
Gary Trent, and then who else? There was other like big names that they had. He was with LaMarcus Aldridge. There were so many. It's like to me, it's like a franchise guy realized it ain't working.
Yeah.
This ain't it. Houston had to come to terms with that with James Harden. It was like, look, this ain't it. Even though James Harden had to force himself out towards the end of that, maybe Dame has to do the same thing. I just think that Portland is you just gotta blow it up, especially and then with Chauncey as head coach, he don't even seem like he want to be there for real. Well, he stay talking shit about the team.
Yeah, but I
like
he's still
he's still on ESPN, kid. I'm be like, bro, this show you ain't an analyst no more, nigga. Like, this your squad.
But that's not a Chauncey not wanting to be there. That's a lack of talent and just a lack of enthusiasm from that ball club. Because they've reached their peak. Didn't matter what head coach or what
Dame
GM
ain't
that you
coming
got
back.
there.
Dame taking the rest of the year off.
Yeah, as he should.
Bradley Beal.
Bradley
Like,
Beal's out
you
for
know
you,
what?
too.
I'm done.
He said, yeah, my hand hurt.
Yeah,
Wow.
he saw how bad this team was. Yep, everybody was hyping up that start. Oh man, look at this team without Russell Westbrook. Now look at this team without Russell Westbrook.
But yeah,
Dumpsters.
it's looking like they're gonna have to do something though with Dame because Dame is on the downside. By the time you get it built up to where you want it to be, I mean you can give it a shot, but by the time you get it there, his trade value is gonna be gone. It's not gonna be worth anything at that point. And you had him sitting there. That's a gold mine piece you got that you can move to a contender or to somebody and get valuable picks back.
Hey, Lakers. Westbrook for Dame.
Come on.
I wouldn't do that.
You talking about straight up?
Hey man, why not? They
Lakers-
want to blow it up anyway, right?
But Lakers don't have enough compensation to
Right.
give to make it make sense for Portland.
Yeah, here you go with all that stuff.
Well,
man.
I'm just saying. I
Let's
need
look-
at least look. I'm not
Let's do
saying
the
that,
trade machine. Ain't that what Bill Simmons?
Hey, but look, the Lakers don't have no first round picks to like 2030. God damn it! Like it's
Straight
bad.
up though, they're like, hey,
Straight
you know
up, Ken. Okay, see, you live in fantasy world.
what? Nah,
That's not realistic.
Yeah, it isn't. 'Cause
Well,
they need to rebuild.
Let's move on to the next one that's happened. Again, it's not a blockbuster trade or anything, but the Indiana Pacers And the Sacramento Kings swapped some players. Pacers traded away Sabonis to the Kings for Tyrese Halliburton. That also includes Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday, and a 2027 second round pick in exchange for Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson.
That was an amazing move for the Pacers. Amazing move for the
You think
Pacers.
so?
Yeah, I like that for the Pacers. I don't like it for the Kings. I love DeMontis, but who's the point guard there?
They got a couple of guards.
Well, they got De'Aaron, but they don't have Tyrese. Who else they got?
They needed to create room for Mitchell to play.
Davion Mitchell. Yeah.
So that's why you move Halliburton, because when you drafted Mitchell, you had a logjam at point guard.
Why
Mitchell
the hell
has
did they draft
proven
Mitchell?
because he was the best player on the board, but it still didn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying.
It didn't make sense. But he's like that though. He nice. So he's gonna be one of them ones.
Halliburton can play too.
I'll say Halliburton was supposed to. He was up there.
He is, but I guess you had to choose between the two, and you get more value for Halliburton than you would Mitchell. So I guess that's what the thought process was. But I thought it was Fox this whole time that was leaving.
I think his contract kind of made it a little bit more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, he is the best point guard they got, even with all the other ones they had. So they were going to ask a lot more for him anyway.
Dang, so Fox and Sabonis.
Yeah. So Shelter, you said that like you like it more for the Kings.
I do.
Why is that?
I just like Sabonis. I just think he's one of those top tier talents. Out of everybody that was mentioned, I like all the pieces. All those guys are decent players, but to me, he's just a key piece. Adding him to that team it makes it worth it. Now you got a top tier talent with size to pair along with Fox or whatever guards you want to at that point. But now you got pieces. Now you got something to work with there, and it just made sense because nothing else was working there.
Who's the other big lefty they got?
Bagley.
Yep, they need to do something with him.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's
moving.
Huh?
Yeah, if they can.
They're gonna have to. I think DeMontis obviously is the best player in the trade. You know what I'm saying? Just on both sides. But I don't know. I like the pieces that the Pacers got and the youth movement. And now we cannot say that they're devoid out there on the wing. Like they really have wing talent now. So I like that.
So does that mean they're gonna keep Miles Turner?
Nah,
I don't know.
I think he's like a Thursday 2:00 trade.
Yeah, because he hasn't been happy with his direction, with the organization as a whole. So
Could that be because Sabonis was there and just taking all the shine? Because I thought he at some point didn't he want to be like a focal point? He was working on his three and all kind of shit.
But he has all of the ability in the world. I just don't know if he'll ever put it all together. What I mean by that is exceed his plateau. Because I think at maximum he's a 16 to 18 point player at max. I think on average he's gonna be more 14, 16, close to double digit rebounds, 7 to 9-ish. I think the best thing that he brings to the table is shot blocking, but he is. Didn't he lead the league one of these years?
Who, Miles Turner?
Yeah,
I thought he was.
Or he was up there.
He was up there.
He's been
in
like
blocks.
a top
He's
five.
up
Yeah,
there.
he's a top 5 defender. Big
Yeah.
defender.
But outside of that, I don't know, man. Nothing else is really elite about him. And I don't know that if he gets traded, he's gonna get what he wants in terms of being a number 1 or number 2 option on the team. And if he is, sometimes this is what I say, like reality can really smack the fuck out of you, because if you're that, a la your boy Julius Randle, y'all not going nowhere. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. I had to, because did you see the kerfuffle that he had on the sideline with the assistant coach, like trying to slam the laptop and shit? See, like part of Julius Randle, like this is just outside looking in. That was not holding himself accountable. Like coach is showing you something right here on film, bro. You did this. I'm calling you out, and you don't even want to hear it.
My thing is this with Julius Randle. I'm ready to move on from him. I've said it in the chat.
Okay, why is that?
Times.
I thought he was the guy.
No, he was the guy, and then we saw he wasn't in the playoffs.
So now he says
no. My change of direction isn't from the playoffs. It's this season. The season was like we came out really well early part, the first 15 games, and I thought that was setting the tone for the season. But I also saw areas of concern when it comes to them being a great first half team and then the second half team is shitball. Them not having good rotations with the youth mixed with the vets, and them continuously trying to go through Julius Randle as a point forward.
But let me ask you something though, Nick, because I feel like all along the way I've told you what was going to happen with these New York Knickerbockers. I've told you along the way.
No.
I have, because
not with my reasoning, but go ahead with your reasoning.
Fine, whatever reasoning, but who's right now? From the moment that they hired Thibodeau, I told you that they were going to fuck up.
Exactly, and then they won. They were the 4th seed in the East,
See,
and
but
they
you
went
was
to the
bigging them
playoffs.
up. But see, because you had the blinders on, Nick. You really thought the Knicks was going to do something.
You said that they were going to be better.
I thought they were going to be better based off of last year.
No.
And
See, because you're not listening to logic. You have the blinders on of being a Knickerbocker
No,
fan.
I told you the reason. I told you the reason why I thought they were going to be better. I said
I told you your reason was incorrect.
I said if they
held true.
I said
which
if
is fact now.
I said if they go, because I told you the complaints I had against that playoff series. I was like, bro, they do not need to have Julius Randle bringing up the ball.
But that's his best asset. That's his best attribute.
That's not his best attribute.
So what does he do best?
He does best playing in the post.
No, he doesn't.
Are you serious?
No,
did you not look at that Lakers game?
He's a face-up forward, Nick.
Did you not look at that Lakers game?
Nick, I don't need to look at the game. I'm telling you what this player is and where he is most effective on the court is a face-up playmaking four, a la Draymond Green. That is his makeup.
No, he's not. How? So you're saying he's a what? Draymond Green, a poor man's version of Draymond Green?
He's a version of Draymond. He's not even a poor man version, which is the problem. You know why? Because he's a liability defensively. Short arms. That was part of the scouting report with him coming in. And you see how that hurts him in the post. Nick, do you understand that his post game was secondary to his perimeter game? Like this is the reason why I be telling you on this telecast to watch the certain people that I be watching. Chris Brickley. He's been working with Chris Brickley. That's where he got the post game from, bro. He was not a post. He would go watch the high school highlights, bro. I've been talking about Julius Randle. Julius Randle was Zion before Zion.
Mm-hmm.
Get the ball, push it, play, make, dunk on people. I thought, in high school, he looked way more athletic than he is compared to elite athletes. But at the end of the day, Julius is not the guy, which is why
I never said he was the guy. I said remember I said everything I've said, I've updated as the season went on. Because I always said, if with new information, I got to give you a new answer.
No, but the information was always there. You was just blinded.
No, I told y'all in the playoffs early in the playoffs, like, look, this nigga does not need the ball in his hand. We need to get a point guard to get the ball out of his hands because he's not that guy. He can't bring it up. You say his best attribute is playing the perimeter. I don't think so because he makes a lot of mistakes on the perimeter, turnovers and stupid shots.
So then what else does he do? Does he do good because he doesn't have a good drop step? He doesn't have the length down low to compete against elite bigs.
I'm not saying he needs to be what's his name, Hakeem Abdul.
I'm not saying Hakeem. I'm saying that he's not even mediocre at best in the post.
I'm saying he's a mid-range to post player.
He's a mid-range to perimeter player.
I prefer mid-range to post.
I understand what you prefer, but what has the tape shown you, Nick?
What do you mean? To what he does best, or what I think he does best? Because what he does best is is the same reason why you're saying he's shitty.
But Nick,
so then why are you saying that that's what he does best?
Nick, because that's what he does on the court. That's where he prefers to attack from. He doesn't prefer to attack inside out. He's an outside in player.
And that's why and that leads to my main point of Tom Thibodeau. He's going to be one of the coaches that go from coach of the year to getting fired this offseason.
It always happens,
because he does not know how to do good rotations nor where to place his players at.
Yeah, especially with the way that plus minus is going.
How the fuck do we go from a 4th seed Knicks team to where we at now? We're barely playing in the play-in tournament. You tell me that, and tell me and blame it all on Julius Randle if you want to.
No,
but tell me why Tibbs has not made those adjustments.
Look. Because I already told you that Thibodeau was not the right coach for the job. Number one,
and I agree with you at the time.
And number two, I told you that Julius wasn't who you thought he is. He's not who you thought he is. He was a top 5 player at his position. Hell no!
Last year,
never.
He wasn't.
Never.
Last year,
Nick, never.
So then, how did he win Most Improved Player?
Because he. I'm gonna pull it from Myke. He went from shit to a booger. That's what happened.
A booger?
Yes, bro. Julius.
So they just give out awards.
He had a decent season, but the problem I saw with it was there's no adjustments being made. Like we looked at that Hawks series. And at that point, he should have been playing in the post. We said that a lot. They need to get the ball out of his hands and work him into the offense.
Against who?
The
Against
Hawks.
Capella? No. Against Capella, against John Collins. That's
Yeah.
That's more physically bigger than him and more athletic than him.
I think he could have handled John Collins though. I think.
Yeah, you hyping up John Collins like he's supposed to be.
He
something.
was. Yeah,
No,
he's not no defender like
Hey,
that.
let me ask you this, Nick. Who's better, John Collins or Julius?
Right now?
No,
Or just then?
Who's just then? Now? Forever?
I'll still pick Randall over
You
Collins.
see, and because you got the fucking blinders
What
on.
do you say about Collins that's better than Randall? What does he do better?
He has a better jump shot than Julius.
You want
Randle.
let's look at
Yeah,
it.
go look.
You
at
talking
it.
about this year or last year?
I'm talking about all time, Nick.
His
I'm
career?
talking
Okay.
about the fucking player, bro.
Okay,
It
let's
doesn't
go.
matter what year. It don't matter the year, bro. I'm telling you who's better and who's not.
Randall averages 18, 9, and 5. He leading the Knicks in every category, which ain't saying much.
Damn.
That ain't saying much.
Come on.
But John Collins ain't leading the Hawks in nothing.
No, I understand that. But
John Collins ain't shit.
John
Yeah.
Collins still a better
You
basketball
over-
player than Julius Randle.
That's
I think
because
he
that's
had-
what you
no, I
think.
think-
That's
I
not
think-
what the
I
stats don't
think- I
say.
think, yeah.
Nothing else says
That's
it.
what I was gonna say. I think he has a lot of talent. If you talk about youth and the talent, it's more on John Collins. Athleticism is on John Collins' side.
Okay,
But if you talk about just pure game, I think Julius
hell
Randle.
no. Look,
is better.
if we go down the checkbox,
Julius Randle gonna win it.
hell no, it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not close. Who's a better shooter?
Are you going off of stats or just how it looks?
Yeah.
Let's go off of stats. Who shoots a better 3-point percentage?
Let's
Who
look
shoots
and
a better
see.
free throw percentage? Who shoots better from the field? I guarantee you John Collins leads in all three of those.
Let's look, because I don't know. I just know, like I said, Randall has more averages more points, rebounds, and assists than John Collins does.
Look, the way I rate players is
Marshmallow with you, bro.
where
For the career, John Collins has a better 3-point percentage.
okay, well, who has a better free throw percentage? For me, the way I rate players is where are you in the pecking order of a championship level team? Julius Randle is not a top 3 player on a championship.
It's
level
about
team.
the same.
Yeah, it is.
free throw.
Because neither would John Collins be.
Huh? No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying John Collins is top 3 on a championship level team. I'm just saying John Collins overall is a better basketball player in my opinion because there's certain things that he does better than Julius, shooting being one of them.
Julius Randle does more though. Julius Randle can handle the ball better. He can pass better.
Mhm.
He can create.
He's
better.
he's a better playmaker. 100%. Ball in his hands, he's better than John Collins.
He rebounds better.
They're about the same. Rebounding about the same.
Stats.
To me, John Collins
Stats
is better
don't say
around the
that.
rim
Huh?
than Julius. Stats because he has more usage.
So what are you trying to say? Just get to your whole gist of your whole point. That Julius Randle ain't shit.
100. I said
Okay,
that last year.
that's fine. You've said it. You've been consistent on that. So you're not saying anything new. What I'm saying is that I'm ready to move off of Julius Randle for a point guard because that's what the Knicks need more now than Julius Randle.
The Knicks need a team. They went and traded for Cam Reddish. That Thibodeau didn't want. You know why I said that Thibodeau was not the right fucking player, coach for the job, Ken? Was because Thibodeau don't play young guys. Ask Jimmy Butler. The only young guy he ever played was Derrick Rose. That's the only one. And Joakim Noah a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So that means Tibbs is gone.
Yeah,
The
And I agree with
whole
that.
front office need to go.
no, they do not.
They just
no,
they just redid the front.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
can't-
They
yeah.
you doing too much. You acting like the Miami Dolphins for owner
no, hell
trying to
no.
get rid of everybody for no fucking reason. My
For
thing
no
is
reason.
no Tibbs did
What's their record? Oh, okay.
Tibbs did. You going off of this season only. You're not looking at the front office holistically. Tibbs
Okay.
did what he was supposed to do as far as instill defensive mindset to this team. Now it hasn't showcased this season, but what I do like about what Tibbs has brought is a different type of energy than those previous coaches that we had. Because think about it, we had Derek Fisher, we had we had a bunch of shitball coaches
Tibbs
before
is a
Tibbs.
legitimate head coach in the NBA. Thibodeau is a legitimate head coach.
He
in
brought
the NBA.
he brought
Fitz.
legitimacy
Wasn't
to
Fitz
this
there?
team.
But he's not the right coach because where the Knicks are, they are a rebuilding team. You got to play young players.
Yes.
And the number one thing Thibodeau does not do is play young players. So you're already at a stalemate with how the coach wants to coach and how where the roster is currently.
Which is why he got to go.
Which is also why, to me, the front office got to go because you made the wrong choice.
No,
They
you
have
don't.
to-
You
no,
don't
they
fire
have to-
Leon Rose and all.
yeah,
They made a lot of
yeah,
great draft
yeah,
picks. Chill
yeah,
out,
they
man.
did.
Okay.
They doing their job. They just
Great-
need to. They have to
Great draft
revamp.
picks, huh?
They have to revamp.
And anybody been even in all-star consideration that they drafted? They just traded somebody. Come on, man.
Well, they
The
haven't been there
Knicks?
that long though.
The Knicks?
What? Nigga, most of the team is still like under 3 years. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
they had,
RJ Barrett's having the best year of his career. He dropped 36 on the Lakers.
Shit, I dropped 40 on the Lakers. You put me out there. Shit. As long as I got me an ankle brace, nigga, nigga, who guarded me out there? Not Russ. Shit, I ain't even got a guard Russ. That nigga hitting up a back. Get the fuck out of here, Dick. 36 on the Lakers, like that's a. Come on,
Russ been playing better since he
And you
talked
talking
to Shaq.
shit like the Hawks is doing something well.
Well,
What they doing?
All I know when
All that John Collins talking, that nigga still ain't happy, and he's still
I
averaging
feel
less
you.
than Julius
But
Randle.
but
Never
all I
should
know-
have signed his
So
ass.
then what we talking? Y'all gave him all that money for what?
All I know is ever since we gave you Cam Reddish, we've been damn near undefeated. So that's all I
Damn
know.
near. What's y'all record now?
I
They
don't
went
know.
on a nice streak. I
They
think
did. I think there was like
and they were
7
looking great tonight.
7-0.
Yeah, they got a lead tonight.
Yeah, they had.
I think like in their last 10 games, they only lost 1 or 2.
they scored 78 in the first half.
Mm-hmm. They've been on it.
I saw the guys get busted by Dallas, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Dallas put it on.
They did. A lot of the shooters are struggling this year though, like Steph,
The
Trey.
ball.
Yeah, it
What do you
has
mean
to
the
be.
ball?
Huh?
do
They
you mean?
changed the ball. They changed the ball.
And it's
again in the
affecting,
NBA.
like I said, it's affecting the Treys and the Stephs of the world.
And Dame too when he was healthy.
Yeah, damn too. James Harden.
The Hawks went to the Eastern Conference Finals to be in 10th in the East, so they ain't doing. They're regressing too.
And where the Knicks at?
How about the Cavs?
Mhm.
Well,
You talked
know,
about you said it.
They're
the other day.
buyers.
Yeah, but we could talk. We could talk about them later. What else you got?
But let's go to the trade that has been talked about, but
Mm.
it hasn't really happened yet. It may happen, may not, with the Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers with James Harden and Ben Simmons. Does this trade get done? And if so, is it a good trade?
I think it'll be a good trade for Philly. No, I actually think it'll be a good trade for both
For both.
teams. Actually, um,
It's the same division though.
Yeah.
don't matter.
That's like, so basketball don't matter like how it does in football.
Nah.
yeah.
Not when you trading top tier talent. If it's top
I mean,
tier
Hard.
talent.
Yeah, exactly. Harden is unhappy. He's probably not going to re-sign, no matter what they say. We know Ben Simmons' situation. Don't need to rehash that. So both to go to a better situation where mentally they'll want to be. And I think for Philly, it definitely puts them in running for a title to compete with the Bucks. With the Nets, I don't know. It depends on Kyrie's situation and
Yeah.
KD coming back healthy.
It really does because it like you said, it solidifies Philly. They already got the squad in place. It's playing good right now. You got an MVP season out of Embiid. You add that piece that just puts it over the top. You know, you got another person that can score. That's all they lacking.
Nick, you asked, is it gonna happen and is it a good trade? Is it gonna happen? I don't know. Because there's too many variables here and you don't nobody is really pressed for it to happen, right? Because at the end of the day, this move can be done in the offseason via sign and trade.
Which is why I
James
don't
Harden.
think it's going to happen.
Right. So I think, most GMs, especially when you're talking this magnitude of trade, is just, they're probably going to err on the side of caution. However, like I said a couple weeks ago, if James says to that front office, hey, I'm not re-signing with y'all, then they'll make the trade. Is it a good trade? Yes, it's a good trade for both teams. Even this season right now. Now, I'm not saying that it's, I definitely for the Nets, it feels more championship or bust because of all of the moves that they've made.
It is.
And even though you may only have Kyrie part-time, you cannot deny the defensive upgrade that you are getting. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about in a league now where, dudes are pulling up from 30 and this, that, and the third, and we're talking cross matches and switching defenses. Ben Simmons is invaluable. 6'10", big body frame, but can move like a guard, plays like a guard, but can be a big when he needs to be. Obviously, the mental aside, but just physically
That's
what he
Philly
brings.
bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? and then what James Harden brings to Embiid. What do I always say? Like, a great little man needs a great big man to win. You know what I'm saying? And if we're talking about perimeter domination and interior domination, these two are top two at what they do when they're playing at their best. So you pair that together, it's instant chemistry. And even with Ben and KD and Kyrie, I think it's instant chemistry.
Yep.
So to me, this is a win-win situation. And personally, I think it should just happen now. Why wait? Why draw it out?
It should
Why,
definitely happen now, yeah.
you know, what I'm saying?
Leverage.
Because I get that too, but I think it should happen now mainly because I wouldn't want to deal with all of the hoopla and the circus and the questions all the fucking time. You're gonna go through the playoffs. So James, are you coming back? You had a bad game. How do you feel about Kyrie not playing this one? Like all of that, I don't want to deal.
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
if you're James, yeah, you'll probably want to go ahead and get out.
No,
of there.
but even Steve Nash has to deal with that. The GM has to deal with
Steve
that.
Nash ain't shit.
Yeah, Steve Nash.
Nobody give a
He
damn what
said
Steve
that-
Nash got to say.
I understand that.
Have we even heard from him?
No, he just spoke
Yeah.
out today. But that's the reason why I'm saying, as a GM, I'm putting on that hat. I don't want my organization to deal with that. Cut ties. Give me a guy that I know is going to be here under contract. Don't pull that Philly shit.
And see, that's the scary part. We say that and we hope that he not gonna pull that Philly shit, but how do we know?
Yeah, we don't know.
How do we know that
don't
this
know.
man is not
That's
fractured?
the reason why I don't think it will happen, at least
Mhm.
right now, because I think you need to have like a full off season where the GM from Brooklyn can go to Ben Simmons and be like, "Look, what's up?
Yeah,
What do you need to be whole?
Mhm.
What are you expecting? How did they fuck up so we can make a situation better if we do this trade? Because if we're just doing this blindly, just swapping players." I don't know what the fuck that nigga gonna be doing.
You really don't know. And this is a career altering decision because you think about this. If you wrong on this one, either way, you lose your job. So if you look at it from both sides, I agree it's a great fit because, Brooklyn, all forces enabled, they don't need much more offense. They need defense. Like you said, they need somebody to step up and play that role. Ben would be great there. Philly, they need another scorer who can take the pressure off Joel Embiid. And the outside-inside game will be impeccable, unstoppable, all that. But if you can't get that to match and it don't work out, if Harden can't stay healthy, if Ben Simmons ain't mentally prepared, it looks bad. But you also want to think to do it quickly because this championship a bust time right now. So
For
you
me,
gotta
it's
make
just
moves.
like it goes back to like I know this is 2020 hindsight, but they should never traded for James Harden in the first place. Just for the fact of what you were talking about, Sheldon, like what they gave up with LeVert, Allen, all that shit is what they need now.
Yeah. Then
When they needed, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Go ahead.
That's all I was saying. They had pieces around him. They had some nice pieces. And Joe Harris gone too. Joe Harris was a nice player. I mean,
Wait,
gone,
where's
but
he
he's
at?
hurt.
Oh, okay.
But looking at the team tonight, like I was looking at them earlier tonight, I'm like, dang, they ain't really got
They
nobody.
ain't got no fucking body.
Yeah, they look like a G League team.
Yeah,
out
they
there.
just had the big three.
Mhm.
And when you needed Harden to help you, he couldn't help you because he was hurt. And you needed him last year in Game 7 versus the Bucks when KD. Now he statistically the numbers look good, but he was a shell of himself.
He was.
So a fully healthy James Harden, the Nets man won the title.
Let me ask y'all this: y'all think it's a coincidence that he's been missing games?
Who?
Let me ask
James
you this:
Harden?
Are they
No.
really on an 8-game losing streak?
Yes.
They are. They lost. They
8-9
lost. They
now,
lost.
They
right?
went from 1 to like 7.
Yeah, it's 9
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
it's
They-
crazy.
Oh,
They was
9.
getting drugged
Because
tonight.
like most of the teams they
Wow.
faced, six out of those 8 teams are playoff teams. But losing to the Timberwolves and losing to the Kings, that's where it's just like, all right, y'all just don't give a fuck.
And and Kyrie played in some of those games, so he must feel like he back in Cleveland.
And see, that's another thing. That's gotta be a difficult thing to try to navigate through. Him being there some nights and not being there, you gotta
We
figure
never
that
seen
whole
that in
thing
NBA. I
out.
don't think we ever seen that in NBA.
You
history.
haven't. And it's just that would have to be difficult to have to deal with because this is another 15 shots, 20 shots. You gotta figure out.
And he's due for an extension. What, this off season?
No, not this.
Or what, he's due for an
was it
extension
this one?
soon.
Hold on.
Soon. So I know it's either this season or next season. So it's like who wants to pay Kyrie?
Yeah, it's like We Them Boys said. Shout out to you for being a member. He said that
Kevin Durant.
signed that extension too soon. So it's a mess, man. And I mean, we all know Harden to turn up on him, so he hasn't yet. I to your question, Shelton, it does seem fishy that he's hurt all of a sudden, but he has a history of being hurt. So I'm
He also
not
has a
gonna.
history of doing some goofy shit to
He
get out
do.
of situations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
And
That's what
he's
I
made
said.
it clear. He has made it absolutely clear he wants to go.
Mhm.
He want to go to Philly.
I think he wouldn't mind going to Philly, but if it gets to the off season, then I think it's open season. We don't know where
It
he'll
is,
go.
but he's saying Philly. He's saying Philly now. So
And I
word has
think he
gotten
went.
out.
Didn't he want to go last year?
Did he?
Oh,
I'm
because
not
Morey
sure.
was there last year, right?
Yeah, it was more
Because
his first
Q
year.
has been pushing this hard in the Philly thing, damn, for shit a year and a half.
Yeah. Q was saying it.
He's
for
been
a
pushing
minute.
this for a long time before anybody else jumped on it that I knew of. Sometimes Q be saying shit. Shit don't
He just
be.
saying shit because he a Philly fan.
I know, but shit don't be sounding like it is true until the shit start
And then it
happening.
come out.
I'm like, man, what
Yeah.
the fuck? But yeah, he's been pushing for this for a minute, and here we are. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. I damn sure wouldn't trade Ben Simmons. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But Embiid was like, yeah, I'm cool if Ben come back. He's like, whatever
Oh,
it takes to make us win. So I think he's extending an olive branch.
He saw that point guard. What's his name?
Maxie.
Yeah, he saw Maxine coming up the court all the time. He's like, look, I'd rather deal with that light skinned motherfucker than this motherfucker. 'Cause
Maxey playing though,
Maxey
man.
balling, though.
He ain't gonna take you up top though.
Man, I don't know now.
He ain't gonna take you up
who
top.
was that he went at? Oh, he went at John the other day.
No, I'm talking about he's not gonna take you over the hump. Like he's not as talented.
I get, yeah.
Like he can't do the things Ben
He
Simmons
could be
do.
he could be the Kenny Smith, the Sam Cassell of this
Yeah.
this team.
That was a different era of basketball.
He went hard at John the other. He had like 33 on John.
Yeah, them boys had Cassell and Kenny
Those
Smith.
ain't the ones
they
he gotta
had
face.
Confidence.
He gotta face Giannis and them boys. He gotta face Miami Heat. He gotta face the Bulls.
Yeah.
Like you gotta face all the motherfuckers. Like he ain't doing shit against them.
Not just him.
Right.
Him. Yeah, you would need.
You need a whole squad for that.
something. Yeah, you need something else. But then again, we saying it like Ben didn't just not take that layup.
Ben is just Ben is mental though. It's not physical.
That's the worst thing.
Well, Embiid said he thinks there's something else going on. He said it's weird that Big Ben that Ben is mad about this damn Atlanta comment when Doc Rivers held him down the whole season.
Nah.
So he said, I think it's something deep.
Don't hold me down. You hold me down when I need you.
I feel you. I'm just saying what he said. So I don't know if he called wind or something that he's hinting at or whatnot. But this is the first time that I heard him actually say that he thinks it's
got to be something else though, because he done gave up $20 million,
bro.
So.
I ain't never been that upset.
Hey,
Me
I
either.
don't care how mad I am.
Hey, I'll sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? I'll wake up to a pile of money. Are you gonna get through these super chats?
Yes, sir. We got the one from We Them Boys. What's happening, We Them Boys? Adrian Wells, man, we appreciate the super love, man. Hey, we appreciate you, Adrian. Adrian said, what's good, everyone? How y'all doing tonight? Haven't been here in a while, and you know why.
Yeah, I know, man.
Cowboys and Titans fan.
I had to
Shout
show
out to
up.
T. Higgins and Jalen Ramsey. 2 Tennesseans going to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl prediction, Rams 30-27.
Wait, whoa.
Jalen Ramsey from Tennessee?
Nah, it's not even that. Wait, so I take it he stays in Tennessee?
Who?
And that
See, he's a fan. He's from Tennessee, so I think he's a default Titans fan, but he probably grew up a Cowboys fan.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to piece together.
That's
how
what it
this
is.
thing work out.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's
All right.
that has to be because he's a Cowboys and Titans fan.
Dang, how the hell you become a Cowboys fan?
It was
Because
that 90s
you
run.
wasn't there when the Titans went around forever.
Yeah, it's that 90s
So
run.
everybody was a Cowboys fan.
If you in the South, yeah.
Hey, they
yeah.
can't be that damn old. When did the Titans
Titans
come
ain't
on
been
board?
around that long. Had it because it was the Oilers.
They've been around since 2000.
Oh,
Yeah,
Remember the
that's
Super
new.
Bowl?
Those are new fans.
well,
though.
shoot then.
Remember what was it? Dyson was like a foot short. Was
That
it a foot
crazy.
short?
He was right down the goal line.
He was right there, man. I'll
I
never
remember
forget
that.
that shit, bro.
Mhm.
I was like, yo,
That hurt.
that was a wild ass
That
Super
hurt.
Bowl. And you know what? I was pulling for the Rams. I really fucked with the Rams that year, but I
hated the
wanted
Rams.
McNair to win. I wouldn't have been mad if McNair won, but
I did.
I felt like that was a magical season for the Rams. I always felt like the Titans could probably get back there, and they never did.
They never did.
I wanted McNair to win that thing. So bad because small black
Yeah,
guy.
coming out of
That's all
Acorn,
Alcorn State.
Alcorn
And I
State.
just hated the Rams. I did. I didn't like that the Greatest Show on Turf.
Greatest Show on Turf.
I
was
hated them.
special. You hated that shit?
I did.
Why?
Man,
I can't remember
Because they was too
Salty.
good.
I can't remember. Probably so
That
because it
shit
came out of
Some niggas
nowhere.
hate. That's the reason why I hated on that Patriots team that was
Yeah.
undefeated. That's
That's-
why that's how I became
But
a
do you
Giants
know that's
fan.
that's why I like the Patriots for a long. I was a fan for that reason because I hated the Rams. I hated them, and I have no idea why I hate them so bad.
Wait,
Marshall Falk, I didn't like. I mean, I like Marshall Falk in
What?
college, but I didn't like him in the pros. And I didn't
Man.
like Isaac Bruce. I didn't like none of them dudes, man. I
Oh,
did
yeah,
I was
nah,
not
here
like
at
you
that.
tripping on
King,
that shit.
Torrey Holt,
I did not like that Rams.
Rocket
Torrey Holt,
Ismail.
Rocket. It's man.
They had nothing but weapons, bro.
I hated Rocket all through
And
college.
who was they tight end? Because I want to say they tight end was relatively nice too.
I can't remember
I
the
can't
tight
remember his
end.
name.
And them boys would catch the ball and they would get right down.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
would take a hit.
And then the crazy
Oh,
part
shit.
about it was Kurt Warner came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I
That
know.
man was bagging growth.
Yep.
That
From the
nigga came
grocery
from
store.
Publix.
Yeah.
He got
Yes.
drafted out of Kroger University.
Yep. I
Yes.
picked him up on my because I had Mark Bolger was the
Mhm.
quarterback. I think I
Mhm.
had him. He got hurt, and I picked up Kurt Warner that year. I think it was like my first year playing
Because he
fantasy.
wasn't supposed to start. Who was it?
Mark Bolger was
Mark
the
Bolger
starter.
was
Yeah, he
starter?
got hurt, and then they brought Kurt Warner out of nowhere, and I had
He
him.
went to 2 Super Bowls too.
And
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That's the Super Bowl that I hate that he didn't win, especially with Larry Fitzgerald.
Man, me too. And you know how I
Well,
feel
they-
about my
They
Steelers.
was playing with
Man,
the Steelers.
you know how I feel about the Steelers.
I know you
I
hate
hated that
I
damn.
love the Steelers.
Bro, that motherfucker made it, bro. It was like in a corner of this stage right here.
I
That's
don't know how
got-
he caught that
I don't know
pass.
how.
I don't know
San
either.
Antonio.
Man.
That should have been picked, by the way, too.
I know. I thought it was.
Man.
Man.
Ben closed his eyes.
Oh, Trent Green was. You're right. Trent
Green
Green.
was Trent Green was
Damn.
the quarterback.
Y'all,
I
I'm
knew
old,
and
man.
He got hurt.
I'm old, y'all. My bad.
Yeah, they had
appreciate y'all getting my
They
back.
had paid him all
I
that
think
money.
Bolger came after. I don't remember after that, but yeah, Trent Green. Damn.
Drink more water with the next super chat. Adrian, one more time for so much love, man. We appreciate that. I gotta acknowledge you for that, man. Drink more water. What's up? Drink more water. Drink more water said the two preseason favorites aren't looking so good hot right now. While the two teams that were in the finals and had the least amount of rest look good.
What sport?
He's talking about basketball.
Oh,
Phoenix and who are the two preseason
Milwaukee's
favorites?
number 2 in the East.
Who
That's
are
what I was.
the Lakers and the Nets. He's saying that Milwaukee and Phoenix look good.
yeah.
So Lakers and the Nets were the favorites, but they're not looking good now.
I brought that up in the chat. I was like, why haven't we been talking about Milwaukee more?
Look, I've said it a few times. People, it just kind of went
'Cause
over
I
think-
everybody's ear.
They got the second best. I think since over the last 3 seasons, they probably had the best record in the NBA in totality. I don't know what that noise is, but nonetheless, I feel like they can repeat.
They
I
can.
think they should be the favorite
I
right now.
I think they can too. They just their chemistry, bro. That shit is crazy.
It is. And
Like,
they're not the sexy
They got
pick,
Bobby
though.
Portis dropping 30.
I was gonna
I
say
know.
that. I was gonna say that very thing. Bobby Portis is the key to that thing because he playing some basketball right now.
That cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Boy, he got them.
'Cause-
Don't he got them cocaine
Yeah.
eyes, Feefo? What?
Yeah, because I don't know. Like the Nets are dysfunctional, so they out. You know,
Bulls is too young.
yeah, and you know they
Injury-
got a
Bu-
bumper
injury
road.
prone.
They've
not
been
too
hurt.
young. The Bulls, they just hurt.
They're injury prone.
Alex Caruso, that injury really hurt them.
Yeah, Grayson Allen.
Shout out to Grayson Allen. Milwaukee.
White on white crime.
and Philly. I mean, you know, they
Philly
don't have Ben
dysfunctional.
Simmons, but you know, they're functional. They just don't have Ben Simmons. But you bring him back, it may turn dysfunctional.
Miami is just, they don't have a star.
Man,
Or a superstar
yeah.
outside of Jimmy Butler.
Everybody hype Miami up every year. They do the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
just
it's-
tough.
it's
And they the number 1 in the East right now.
Yep. And
That's the one
nobody talking about them.
That's the one thing about the East. Whoever's the number 1 seed, it don't mean shit.
Nah.
Nothing. Not
Don't
one
mean
thing.
shit.
Not one thing.
That's the crazy thing for like the last 15
Hey,
years.
did y'all see that the Morris twin? I forgot about him. He's still out. Remember when Joker pushed him in the back?
He's been out since then?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he may miss the season.
What happened to him? What got
It was
injured?
whiplash.
He whiplash from when he got pushed in the back.
Damn, Joker.
That's a big white boy.
I know. He
Oh,
picked
did
up-
you
I would
see
sue
the
Joker if I was
he picking up these white waves, man.
Did you see the Joker? It was it's only him and Wilt Chamberlain have now.
Oh, I saw that. I saw Joker joins with Chamberlain or something. I ain't even want to read it.
It was, I want to say was it a 40-point triple double? I don't know, something crazy. That was only them
Mm.
two. Or shooting 80% from the field
That's
the
cute.
field with a triple double or something.
Wilt was doing that shit all the time though.
I feel you. I feel you.
Rashawn Davis, what's up, Rayshawn Davis, I'm sorry, member for 3 months. We appreciate you being a member.
Yes,
He said, "Are the Lakers making the playoffs?"
Yes.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
They
If
got
you got
I think they
LeBron-
will. AD has came back
Yeah.
like playing like crazy.
Mhm.
He
You got
said
LeBron James. You got Melo on the same team. Hey,
Melo hurt.
Hey,
Yeah,
take
Melo-
wait.
Take Melo out of that sentence.
Melo is the lucky charm on this Laker team. I'm gonna
That's
tell you
it.
this right
Yeah,
now.
He do have some nice clothes on the sideline.
but yeah, I think so. I think once the trade deadline passes, I think things will be a little bit more settled. I think that AD said that he really had a chance to look at himself while he was sitting on the sideline himself, and really evaluate how he's been playing. So he's came back with a renewed vigor. LeBron is back. He's already calling out Russ, talking about you need to look in the mirror. But
I thought they was just talking about after that Knicks win. AD was like, "Hey, look, Russ, we know you. Just take your shots. Keep having confidence. Keep shooting." Like he said, him and LeBron told him that.
yeah. I know they're working with him, but I'm hearing Russ talk like I've never heard him talk before. Like,
Making excuses.
not making excuses, kind of really talking like that LeBron leadership. No, not in his head. Like, yeah, I just gotta, find my spots, pick my point, pick my spots, take what the defense is giving me, that sort of thing. It was weird.
I keep hearing him say like, "Yeah, everybody gonna have an off night," but he keeps saying that damn near every other press conference.
But he kind of went away from that.
Yeah.
So it
And
was
I'm like, bro,
well,
you can
not
stop
really.
saying that.
Because just recently he was like, he was saying it's funny when I go 1 for 10, y'all want to call me out for my shooting, but we won the game. But when I shoot well, y'all don't want to say nothing. So
now, how long ago was that?
That
He
was like a
just
day or
said
so.
something I
Yeah,
thought was
he's
really.
been. I don't know why they
interesting.
keep on bringing him up on the press conference.
Yeah.
Like, just let LeBron and AD talk.
That's it.
You don't need to say shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I think he just has to just learn to play with them, because he said since he's been talking to Shaq, or since he had that conversation with Shaq that we talked about,
Yeah.
he's been playing a lot better. Statistically, the stats prove it. He just, that night was really bad for him, but yeah, I'm trying. Hopefully, I can find the comment.
Let me find out Shaq was prophetic over there on this sideline for him.
But they're not trading Russ, man. That would be crazy.
It's virtually impossible though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then who
Exactly. Like who's taking on the Russell Westbrook?
They talking about the
contract?
Knicks.
Yeah.
They're saying the Knicks gonna give up like
And this is why
What,
the Knicks
though?
are the Knicks.
the Knicks. I think this is what rumors say. I don't know what it is, but they said the Knicks are taking on Russell Westbrook, and they giving up like Fournier, Kemba Walker, and Alex Burke.
Oh, I would do
This
that.
motherfucker's in here praising Trevor Ariza.
Ooh, Trevor Reeves is a shell of
Vogel.
himself at this.
He should never play. The only way Trevor Ariza should get on the court is somebody.
It's in the
Or-
playoffs. Trevor Reeves is a playoff caliber guy. Brennan Irvin. Am I missing anybody else?
That's it. You're right.
Brennan Irvin. Shout out to you, man.
Yes, sir.
NBA made a top 15 all-time list as far as coaches. This is the list: Red Auerbach, Larry Brown, Chuck Daly, Red Holtzman, Phil Jackson, Casey Jones, Steve Kerr, Don Nelson, Greg Popovich, Jack Ramsey, Pat Riley, Doc Rivers, Jerry Sloan, Eric Spoelstra, and Lenny Wilkins. Why the fuck is Doc Rivers on that list?
Why do you hate on Doc Rivers?
I knew he was gonna say that.
Why? What do you mean? Why do I hate on? I'm asking why the fuck is Doc Rivers on that list?
Why shouldn't he be on that list?
He only has what, one title to his name?
How many does
And-
Lenny Wilkins have?
No, I'm saying he only has one title to his name, and he hasn't. When was the last time he went to the NBA Finals?
Okay. How many times has Lenny Wilkins been to the finals? How many times has Lenny Wilkins won a championship?
I'm not talking about Lenny. I'm just talking about Doc Rivers. I'm saying, why is Doc Rivers on this list? What has Doc Rivers done in the last decade that made you think that
He won a championship, and the reason
not in
why
the last decade?
But the reason why I keep asking about Lenny Wilkins because Lenny Wilkins hasn't won, and he's on that list. And he's one of the best coaches that personally. And I was young at the time.
So you saying that you put Doc Rivers in the Lenny Wilkins category?
Yes, he's a better coach than Lenny Wilkins.
You think Doc Rivers is a better coach than Lenny Wilkins?
Yep.
I think Doc Rivers is one of the most overrated coaches in the NBA history.
No, I
You- yeah,
understand.
you've
You
always
can't
said that.
you can't lose. Lenny Wilkens, how many 3-1 leads he lost?
It was a different NBA.
How many
How many
has
did he have
Lenny-
to lose?
how many times he lost to the conference final? Well, not even conference, a divisional round, whatever it is,
Lenny Wilkins
to a lower inferior seed.
I don't disagree with you, Nick, but
Top 15 coaches of all time. This NBA history,
bro,
bro.
we can't criticize Doc if Lenny on the list though.
Thank you.
I it just don't.
Thank
It
you.
I don't
doesn't
mind.
make
I don't
sense.
mind Lenny being on the list.
No,
I'm
no,
not
but-
about Doc being on the list.
No, but Nick.
But that doesn't
that's
make
the
sense, though.
Exactly.
Let me look up Doc. Let me look it up.
Doc's
Go ahead.
Doc's overall resume trumps Lenny Wilkins simply for the championship. Simply for the championship.
So pick one name to take off and put one name on.
So I would take off Lenny. Because out of those coaches, to me, all the other ones have won. So
Dang,
take
I was
off
gonna say
Lenny.
Don Nelson, but I didn't realize he was on here. Shoot.
You said Don Nelson?
I didn't think he was on there. I was going to take somebody off and add him, but I didn't see him on there.
Damn, why are they not bad? Never mind. They just
I don't have a problem with this list.
That's what I don't either, really. Like I'm cool with Lenny being on there, but if Lenny's gonna be on there, you damn right Doc should be on there.
Well, Lenny was the all-time winningest coach at one point.
He sure was, but he ain't win no chip. And so what type? So if Nick was
did win a
as grown as
championship.
he is now, huh?
He did win a championship.
Whoa,
And as a coach,
yeah.
in
Woo.
1979.
What team?
Let me go to which.
head coach. This is actually not a bad
Yeah, the
list.
Seattle
No, it's not.
Supersonics.
Yeah, this is
As
not
the
a
head
bad list.
coach.
Yeah, he beat.
That's a good one,
He beat
Tigolo.
the Washington Bullets
Tigolo, that's a good one. Rudy T.
4-1.
But who would you take off for Rudy T?
Okay.
Jerry Sloan win one.
I don't think Jerry Sloan won.
Jerry Sloan probably on there just because of longevity.
And he was playing
and
good.
wins. And he
Yeah.
went to fucking 2 finals.
He won the championship with Seattle. I didn't realize Lenny got a
yeah.
ring with. I remember Seattle was good, but I ain't realize.
Yeah.
But that was before Kemp
I
and
remember Lenny
Gary
when he
Payton.
was with the Hawks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the Lenny I remember.
That one in the Cavs. I remember because he was the Mark Price coach.
Yeah.
Mark Price, Brad Doherty,
He
Gerald
but he-
Wilkins.
yeah.
His supersonic run as a head coach was his best run.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
Because then he went to the Cavs and he went to the Hawks.
Yeah, I didn't know Lenny back. You know, that was a little bit before my time.
I mean,
Yeah, that was
I
a
Way
seen
little
before
it.
my
I seen
time.
it. I
That's-
just yeah.
and
Man,
based
that's
off, he
what's
was a top 10 coach during that time during his run.
Yeah,
so,
he was.
all
Yeah.
time.
I would looking at it again. I think I would take off Doc for Rudy T.
To who?
Rudy's not on the list?
No.
Mm-mm.
What do y'all feel about Steve Kerr being on the list?
That's what I was thinking at first.
I'm not saying take him off. I'm just
'Cause I
saying,
was
what do y'all
trying
feel
to
about
find
this?
it.
That's fine.
Wow.
Because like let's just say like in the moment or in the run of the
Mhm.
Bulls, you got to put Phil Jackson there too.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So to me,
But he
Phil
did it
Jackson
on two. He did it with two different franchises. So I understand.
Cool.
Phil Jackson.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, like in the middle of the Bulls run,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? After he won that third one,
Mm-hmm.
any all-time great coach, you put him on there. Like he's in the midst
Oh, so
of
after
it.
you win 3 rings, you good.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
once you've like
Don
you've
Nelson
proven
got a title?
dynasty.
I don't think Don.
Or is he?
Nah, I don't
he-
think
he
Don
give
has
credit
it.
for that.
He just-
That
he-
Warriors.
the most winningest coach.
Yeah.
and he was changing. He changed the game.
Yeah, he played up tempo before up tempo was a thing.
But what was Rudy's record though? Because Rudy got.
He was a
title.
3-time coach of the year.
Who? Don Nelson.
Don Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can coach.
Mm-hmm. You know who I'm surprised is not on there? Just a little bit, but you know he never won. George Karl. George Karl was very
George
good.
Karl was a good coach.
Yep.
That's another one.
I damn near take George Karl over Doc Rivers.
Now you tripping.
Hell no.
Tripping.
Hey, I said damn near. I ain't say I would. But now you gotta take. It should be top. It should be top 10. Y'all don't know why you.
Yeah,
go
why
top
they do 15?
Top 15 is an awkward ass number.
It is.
If y'all did top 10, who y'all take? Who's the who's the 5 y'all taking out?
Shit.
Oh, let me look.
Yeah,
I'm just asking who the 5 y'all taking out.
Doc is out for sure.
Doc's out
Yeah,
for
Doc's
me.
out. Doc's out.
I'm gonna take out everybody I don't know. Jack, Red.
Red Arbach.
You can't take Red Auerbach out.
Yeah,
No,
you
this guy
can't take
named Red Holzman. I'll take Red Auerbach out.
Nah, man.
This is a Red Holzman. Yeah, I don't know Red Holzman either.
Me neither.
I'll take out. I'll keep Casey Jones. Keep Black.
Yeah, Casey.
I'm
Jones,
keeping.
so.
Obviously, you keeping Pop. You keeping
Don
Pat.
gone.
Don Nelson is gone.
Red.
I'm keeping Chuck Daly. Keeping Larry Brown. Phil Jackson.
Would you keep Spoelstra?
I'll keep Spo.
Yeah,
I'll keep
I'll
Steve.
Oh, and Jerry Sloan gone too.
I don't know
That's
about
it,
Jerry
then.
Sloan.
I'm with you on
No,
that.
no, Sloan can go. You know why? Because
He couldn't get over the hump.
No, not that. Sloan couldn't adapt.
You talking about the whole Darren Williams shit?
Well, like Darren came in and he, to me, it was because of Jerry Sloan that Darren Williams was a top 10 point guard at the time. But what I mean is, you look at what what's the name? D'Antoni was able to do with the pick and roll and how many variations and little things that he added to it. Jerry Sloan was just pick and roll, everybody just chill. Like, let the point guard do it all. And it like adaptation, ball movement.
Yeah, AK-47.
Oh
AK-47
yeah,
was
Andre
nice, too.
Carlico.
Yep. Very underrated. Very underrated.
And
player.
Carlos Boozer with the
Mm.
Carlos Bum.
Carlos Boozer was a dog in Utah, even though he had that fake hair.
Bro,
That,
no,
that
that was in
drawn out-
Chicago.
he
That was
was-
in Chicago.
Oh, that was Chicago.
That was Chicago.
That was okay. That was
Yeah.
Utah.
Man, Boozer was always one of the worst defenders at his position.
Yeah.
I don't
But he
understand.
kept getting paid.
Bruh.
Chicago
bruh.
gave him that bag.
But you know what? But Chicago was a good move for him because everybody else could play defense. And he had Thibodeau. Like, they hit
They hit him.
Boozer? He's like, he was the Trae Young of that era, bro, defensively.
We them boys. Shout out to you. Steve Nash was talking shit about Harden. He'll be traded by Thursday. I doubt it, but we'll see. Joshua Jericho, shout out to you. Thoughts on, and I guess this is as we transition into football. Thoughts on Niners hiring Anthony Lynn as their new OC, and will that help towards the development of Trey Lance? No.
You already know how I feel about that boy Trey Day.
I think so. I think
Anthony Lynn's gonna be helping with that. I feel like he's gonna help more. I always feel like he was a defensive guy. I never really
just
got
think he's a
offensive
player's
shit.
guy, a player's coach, and I think that'll help him kind of mentor and develop him as a player. I think it'll help. He did okay with Herbert.
Some people say he didn't. That's why he got fired.
He was fired.
No, he was bad because of bad time management, clock management, whatever. He made some bad decisions to lose games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got him out of there. But no, I don't think so. Anthony Lynn should be another head coach.
He should be a head coach.
So I'm not gonna praise him being an OC.
I
mean, but even though that wasn't the question, I think it was about Trey Lance.
I don't think he's
know.
gonna be the one that's gonna tutor Trey Lance. It's gonna be Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, it'll be Kyle Shanahan. That's gonna get him there.
Igwe Ike. I don't know if I pronounced that right or wrong. Sorry if I butchered it. But y'all think Big Ben is a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
He is.
Roethlisberger?
Yeah, I don't even know why that's a question.
Yeah, he getting there.
Like, what do you mean?
Uh,
He should be first ballot.
I think so. Even though I could care less about him. He went to 3 Super Bowls, 1, 2.
Yeah. See, look, here's the thing. I feel like this is just recency bias.
Because of how shitball he been playing.
Of course, but the real big bet, this motherfucker used to stay in the pocket, shrug off big ass lineman. Just get the fuck off me. DB, you get this elbow, and then just pump fake the damn line, the safety over here, and then just throw it over the top of the corner on the opposite side.
He did his thing. He carried the Steelers for years.
Yeah, Big Ben was, man, like, I don't think I've ever seen another quarterback like him in the pocket. Like, because he wasn't one that was like, let me step up. It was just, I'm going to shrug you off. Like,
you're going to have to bring 2 niggas to big.
Yeah, at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, Ben was just different. Ben was big time different.
He was different, all right.
You funny kid. I was gonna say nothing, but
He's gonna let it go.
I was gonna let it go. 'Cause he
He
retired.
should have let it go. He should have let it go, Nick.
That's the problem with
He should have let it go a long time ago.
You don't. All right, we ain't gonna do that. Go ahead, Sean. What's the next one?
King Deal, he's a member for 5 months. King Deal, what's up? He said, who do you think has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Right now?
Yes.
Oh, it's always been
But Golden State.
Golden State.
yeah, it's always been.
Golden State.
It don't matter if Clay's at 25%.
I
It's
saw,
Golden State.
Ken, I saw you said that they're bigging up this Clay's return.
They are,
Why do you say that?
Because they are.
bro. They hyping
They
this.
hyping up Clay like it's Michael Jordan that came back.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. And maybe I got to go back and look at it again. But what I'm looking at them saying is he's been out this long, and to come back and be as solid and fit in as good as he is worth noting. Is what I'm getting out of
They
it.
already noted it.
They're not exactly. They're not really noting it. They were like, "Oh my God, Klay Thompson," and I look and I'm like,
For a regular
that's-
shot?
That's it. Like they like this. Like prime example is what I saw last night against OKC. Like he was
Why
like,
were they
"Oh,
down in the first place?
Yeah, he was like, dang man, he's knocking down all these threes and stuff like that. I'm like, he's 3 of like 7 or some shit. I'm like, what the hell? Y'all acting like he went off. Like the man has scored 7 straight points. I'm like, Klay Thompson on fire. I'm like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, it's way too much, man.
Like
I'm happy he's back. He's shooting really, really well for him not to. I don't think he's in full game shape yet, but they just like, oh my God, this man do anything. We get a
By
big
default,
headline about it. It's
I'll
like,
go
stop
with
it.
Golden State.
I will too. I think. I mean, you just can't go wrong with them because either one of them can catch fire at any time, and you can't stop them.
See, I don't think Clay's back to that type of Clay yet.
I don't think so either.
He had one.
I'm waiting for the
game.
playoffs,
He had-
though.
Yeah, he had one game.
Yeah, he's still working
Now,
himself up.
Phoenix got something to say about that though.
Who? About what? Best backcourt?
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't got much to say.
I
Not
gotta
with
wait till
Chris
the playoffs
Paul.
to see that because I that's a great counter argument, but a healthy Clay and Steph is a better duo.
And like I said, I agree too. But it's just hard to go against them winning the way they are because
I do think whoever went like that's gonna be the Western Conference Finals,
Mm-hmm.
like between them two.
Because I was looking on this list and I don't see no other backcourt that can come close.
Dexter K, shout out to you, member for 3 months. Why can't Eric Bieniemy get hired, or why can't he get hired?
I think we need to. Didn't we talk about this a while ago?
We did a long
Need to
time
let that
ago.
Eric Bieniemy shit go. Didn't you bring that up?
I may have brought it up eventually, but it is sad though.
Something the fuck is going on, bro. So I don't know what he did. Obviously, he's
Unless Andy Reid keep on saying, "Look, bro, I'm about to retire next year. You gonna take over."
yeah.
Unless he keep on kicking the can on that shit.
Mhm.
To me, I think unless Eric Bieniemy is just like, "Look, I'm not trying to go anywhere that doesn't give me like a good, foundation to be on. I'm not gonna take no head coaching job with the Texans.
Is he
I'm not
turning
gonna take
these
no head
jobs
coaching job
down?
with Jacksonville."
Oh, he's not.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't turning these jobs down. They turning him down. So it's got to be something to. I'm gonna go down
It's
a
something
rabbit
he
hole.
doing.
I need to go down. Did he have something shaky happen in his past? I think he did. I don't want to.
Now
say
we would
that,
have heard
I'm
about it
not
by
sure.
now. He's been on.
I heard somebody
he's
say
been to,
something about that.
2 Super Bowls, 4 AFC titles. Something would have came out by now.
He had a shot when Kansas City, like the first 2 years of Kansas City. I think that was his best shot to get hired. Now it's just like, nah.
But I don't understand it though. Why wouldn't you even take a chance on a player like that? I mean, on a coach like that. I mean, it just
You asking the $100 million question.
it don't make no sense. I really got to go down the rabbit hole and watch some of his interviews though, and see if I see a flaw. Because I don't know. I don't know what it could be. Like I need to go watch some interviews and just see if he looked like he don't know what he's talking about. Like, does he strike me as
I've heard him interview before. He sounds good, but it's something else going on.
It got to be either he. I don't even want to put it on him.
Darryl
'Cause at
Brown?
this
That's
point-
that's what I heard too. Something about like an assault charge or something was holding him back.
For all this time?
Don't
It
take
can't
much,
be.
bro.
Yeah, especially if you got the wrong skin color.
We're talking about skin color and hiring. Hey, what are y'all thoughts on the recent hiring of White Mike with the Dolphins?
Oh man, Flavian. Let me say what Flavian said on that. Flavian said the NFL now got 2.25 black head coaches.
They got 2.5. They got 2.5 men. Nah, hey, real talk. When I seen this motherfucker, Bomani Jones had the best line. He said, "This looked like Logic's cousin on his white side."
I was thinking that too.
Like,
Mm.
because he said his grandma's black and his grandfather's black and his daddy's
He got
black.
that shit from Ancestry.com or something, bro.
Yeah.
He made that shit up. He probably
did.
never seen his grandparents.
He did.
I don't know.
That was part
Unless
of
his
bonus.
granddaddy was wearing blackface, I'm assuming
That was part of his bonus. They like, look, we need some PR stuff here. Because they slip you another meal. Just say you got some black in you.
Because on the Texan side of it, I know that we're talking about the Dolphins, but on the Texan side of it, there was reports that Josh McCown was supposed to get that job. Like he was
until they gave it to Lovey.
They gave it to Lovey because of the Flores lawsuit.
Yeah, it was a call made.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It was a call made for him and
because
White
you can't hire Josh McCown and not hire Lovey Smith or like deny Lovey Smith. Like Lovey Smith coaching the Super Bowl, people forget that.
Mm-hmm.
With Rex Grossman as his quarterback.
Couldn't get a job.
That's how much that people don't care about runner-ups to Super Bowl. If you ain't win the Super Bowl, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Black runner-ups to Super Bowl.
He was coaching in Tampa too, right?
Yeah, he coached Tampa before
they got rid of it.
They got rid of him for what's his name? Ken.
Before
Bruce Arians got there.
He had a funny name. It was a white guy. He couldn't coach.
Because they said that he helped Jameis get to the next level.
Was he before? He was after Raheem.
Yep. It was I think Lovey was after Raheem, I believe, and then they fired Lovey when they got Jameis. Mm-hmm. Even though they won out, I think they had a winning record in the second half of the season, and that's when they tried to hand it over to this white coach to give him all
Kevin,
success.
was it?
But he couldn't coach. He had a funky name.
Ken something.
I can't think of his name, but who is Mike McDaniel and where did he come from?
He's come from the San Francisco coaching staff.
Coaching staff.
So
okay.
I looked at the coaching staff. Actually,
Dirk Cutter.
He was the offensive
coordinator.
That's
it. Yeah.
Dirk Cutter. Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan has a lot of black coaching, like a lot of black people on his coaching staff.
And he got Mike McDaniel.
Yeah. And that's the one out of everybody on that coaching staff. Not Brian, what's his name? Not Leftwich.
Yeah.
But Mike McDaniel. I mean, they said that he was in charge of the running game.
Okay.
He was a running backs coach.
All right.
So maybe they gave him, leeway with that. But
it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Considering that this came after the Flores case, and the first thing you want to show us and tell us is that, and look at how, just look at the word choice that they use.
Multiracial.
Man, not even that, Nick. Diversity hire. Those sort of buzzwords they put in like the press releases and the media pundits were kind of going with. Multiracial is one as well, because he identifies as multiracial. That in itself is the con game. That's what I said. Like, what's going to start happening is that these people that teeter on the fence and lean. Look, I know we got some biracial people out here in the chat. Love y'all.
But it's Black History Month. So we're gonna keep it a bit full B.
But I think, I don't know, but it seemed like, I don't know how y'all identify. So if y'all identify as multiracial, I apologize. Sort of. But but what's going to happen is this multiracial thing is going to be the new thing. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to see it happen over and over again. You see these commercials where you have these mixed couples and stuff like that. This is a sign to people. You have light-skinned people. You have black women with white men, which is a subconscious signal to black women to get with a white man, even though they don't know. They're being programmed. I know all this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you what's happening. So multiracial is the thing where when you look like Mike McDaniel, you can't claim black per se, because even though we'll claim you, like, shit, you got black, whatever, you got a black daddy, you black. Yeah. Regardless of how you look, we're going to claim you, but you probably still feel like an outsider. I think this is going to be the new con game. I think this is going to be the new way for companies to start hiring black people without hiring black people.
Correct.
Because they don't necessarily identify with that side holistically.
You basically say they just hiring house niggas. That's how I'm taking it because
You know,
because
you can look
he
that way,
he about as black as Patrick Mahomes'
yeah,
baby.
you can look at it that way.
That's what he is.
Look at his whole family. Somebody put it in it was put in the chat. His whole family fucking white.
Well, I think he does have a black side because he talked about it. I think in the article.
I'm talking about his own family. You can date and
Oh
marry
yeah,
who you want.
his family is
But white wife.
It's Patty Mahomes.
White kid, yeah, yeah. So you know, so I think that's the thing. I think he's leaned more towards the white side.
Yeah.
You know, we're at. So it's not about him that I'm looking at. It's about what's to come after this.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that's concerning. I think that's how they're going to be able to hire more black people in the future in the NFL to get away from hiring people that has a darker tone to them, a
Black
darker
people.
hue.
Yeah. Dark skin people.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you look like us, but you still check off this box.
Yeah, you're still one of us, and it's a form of acceptance that come with that by being quote unquote multiracial or classify yourself as multiracial, because you can pass and you can cause nigga where you can go to that side and you'll be accepted because basically you look white.
Yeah.
So
and this is no disrespect to Myke. I don't blame him for this situation because it's not his fault that this is why this is where the NFL is at. But I hope he recognizes the position that he's in.
I think the thing is, what happens when, like Shelton, for instance. What if Shelton's mom was white? Your mom not white, is? What if your mom was white? And Shelton come in to my I'm multiracial. Now, truly, he can identify and probably be that. But then what happens when he checks that box on the application and he pop his ass down in that seat for that interview? And they were like, oh, shit, nah, nigga, you ain't multiracial.
Right.
You black in the motherfucker. You multi-nigga. That's what you are.
Right.
So this shit ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, for them to reach back, like, you can just say, yeah, his daddy black. All right, cool. But for you to say his daddy black, his grandparents black, and like they went all the way down the fucking lineage, bro.
His granddaddy is probably full black. His daddy's half black. And that's where you get white Myke. As far as he's a quarter black. That's why he looked like he looked. That's why I said he looked like just like Patty Mahomes, baby.
He ain't even a quarter. He less than a quarter.
Yeah, no.
I think he a quarter black.
I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was quoting Mike Jones, so I guess that's all it takes.
So.
That's all it takes.
I was gonna say, look, if that's what it takes to get you that job, he.
What's the rule? One drop?
One drop rule. That's what they say.
That's what we thought.
That's
it
the
was.
white man say.
That's what we thought it was. They changed that. They rewriting the rules. Yeah. Now it's like
it's a little dabble. Do you?
Yeah, you may get a drop, but you still one of us.
And what color is he when he get pulled over?
Hey, he's still white Myke. And he
goes
to San Francisco. I mean, the Dolphins.
Hey man, shit, I get pulled up. I dap my face in some bleach and some powder. What you said, officer? You know what, officer?
You're gonna look like Krusty the Clown.
I'm a white kid.
Before we get to the Super Bowl talk, we're gonna get to it. Trust me, of course. One more thing. Kyler Murray. There is talk. Kyler Murray has scrubbed his social media feed. There's I don't know if this means anything. People have stated that he's never really followed the Arizona Cardinals anyway, but he scrubbed his social media, IG at least, definitely with all Arizona Cardinals stuff. It's just him at the Pro Bowl and some other goofy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think Kyler Murray is trying to get out of Arizona?
So first of all, when these athletes do this dumb shit, like it's like the silliest shit ever.
Please don't Ben Simmons.
How many years he got left on that contract?
He's still on his rookie deal. He hasn't signed an extension, has he? Mm-hmm. So he got drafted the year after, what's his name? The white boy.
Sometimes these guys need a reset, man. I don't know. I know.
No, the white boy who got Josh
Allen.
No.
Rosen.
Yeah, Rosen. It was the year after that. What was Josh Rosen's year? That was Sam Darnold's draft class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes these are signs that, they ready to move on. I think Julius Randle took the Knicks out of his shit and unfollowed him. So you don't do that if you're still loyal to the team. It's kind of weird that you do that. But my advice would be don't follow any of them motherfuckers.
Right.
And from the jump, or just get off the shit.
Yeah, you want your job, know what you're doing anyway.
He got drafted 2019, so he is still well within his rookie contract.
And if I'm the Arizona Cardinals, I'm like, who the fuck are you to come demand this shit from me? How about you figure out how to finish the season?
Yeah.
You know, don't give me half a season.
I was like, after that playoff game, I'm like, bro, you have no reason
Right.
to
Yeah.
say any, especially that goofy ass pick six. That was the shortest pick six in NFL history. It was 3 yards.
Yeah, that shit
You
was
can't
dumb.
you can't be
Shortest play
upset
with
with
the
the
shortest
organization
Yeah,
after that.
if I'm the Cardinals, I'm putting that on my feed. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm putting that on my feed.
I'm like, you not only do we still got you on a contract, but you did this
Mhm.
goofy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, bro. Mm-mm.
All right.
Well, you got a couple
Oh, yeah,
more super chats.
what-
Kyle-
what-
is
Real
it-
quick.
One of
Is
them.
Kyler married? Who he married to? He got a black
He
woman.
got a white
Nah,
woman, I think.
He got a white woman.
I
He
think
do.
See, his sister by his side would have.
Drink more water. Drink more water. What's happening? He said, if the Bengals win the Super Bowl, would you call this a fluke like the Bucks and Raptors title? If not, is there ever a fluke Super Bowl winner?
There isn't a fluke champion winner in general. I don't think. I don't know why they would say the Bucks and Raptors titles is flukes. They had to go through the same process everybody else. You know what I mean? So it is who it is. Like you always say, Sheldon, you play who's in front of you, regardless if they hurt or healthy. They're there.
Dang, he took all this shit off.
And if the Bengals win the Super Bowl, hell no, it's not a fluke. Because if you just look at it for the facts, they beat the number 1 seed in the AFC. They beat the number 2 seed in the AFC twice in the same month. And they beat the team that beat Tom Brady and the San Francisco. Like they beat the guy. If you beat the man, you are the man. So I don't see how that's a fluke when everything they've done is exactly how you want it to be done.
Yeah, that's a weird question. Why would it be a fluke?
I think it's because it's the Bengals. That's the only reason why. It's like if the Jets were in the Super Bowl.
That would be a fluke.
But I just think like based
guess
off
so.
based off the evidence is like, bro, they beat who they beat
Yeah, they beat the teams in front
on
of
the
them.
road too, because this is a road game. This ain't no neutral site.
Yep. They knocked out the top 2 teams. You can't really argue with that. Flavian said, check at Hawk Twitter. He posted a pic of Mike's fam. So we're gonna have to check that out and see what his family look like.
Who said that? What did he say?
Check at Hawk Twitter. He posted a pic of Mike's his family.
Okay.
Oh
yeah, we saw that already.
Ike said, what are y'all's thoughts on the Giants' new defensive coordinator?
Oh, the Baltimore Ravens
Yeah.
coordinator. I could care less. At this
Yeah.
point, I'm really upset with the New York Giants.
Are you gonna leave him alone? That's what I was gonna ask you. Now that you have a Super Bowl contending team,
No, because I'm not wishy-washy like that. But at the same time, based off of the shit that I'm seeing from the organization and the stuff that Stephen A has been saying and the retaliation that he has with Tiki Barber and just seeing the organization and its history, not having a black coach at all on their coaching staff, from at least from my recollection, y'all can let me know if I'm wrong on that. That's not a good look for me at all. And I'll be curious to see how they make those changes moving forward, if they do. But yeah, as a fan of the Giants, I'm not really liking any of the moves they made.
yeah.
They've hired so many white men that failed them. They can't give a brother a chance.
Yeah, Joe Judge was ridiculous to me. I just didn't understand that hire whatsoever when you had other candidates out there. I don't get the Giants at all.
And
I don't
they
get
interviewed Brian. We all know how that Brian Flores interview went.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, when you have a coach like that, like, and to me, the only thing that would justify all the moves they made is they got to win the Super Bowl, or at least they got to do a Joe Burrow turnaround
I just
year.
need to make the playoffs. I don't even think they can do that.
They got to do something because they not going under 500 again.
Mm-hmm.
If they do that shit again, then all hell will break loose. The Marr family has to be. They have the most pressure to me as far as the organization going into the next season.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is one of the NFL darlings of the league. Like, it's the Giants, the Steelers, the Cowboys, and the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But we ain't talking about them right now, like you said, Sheldon. We talking about my heart. I ain't talking about the side chick that I stay loyal to.
Right.
I'm talking about my baby. These Cincinnati Bengals going against the Los Angeles Rams. I've been waiting on y'all picks for the last 2 weeks. Y'all had a lot of time. The one thing I will say, the media coverage on the Bengals has been shitball. They've been trying to talk about everything else but my city, and I hate that. But they can't help it this week. So we'll get into the Super Bowl picks before we get into the prop bets.
I haven't seen enough Super Bowl talk, period.
They talk about, bruh, First, what's the name? Undisputed always starts off with the Lakers.
It's just that,
And if Brady gonna come back,
If Brady's gonna come back,
right? I mean, have you noticed that though? Like think about Super Bowls past. Every I mean, I know it's a lot of news going on around the league in the same time, but still, we get like minimal Super Bowl coverage. Every now and again, you get the one interview, but it used to be like 24/7 all day long.
I think it's because it's the new era, new regime. They don't want to get attached to anybody who may not come back. Like when you have Brady in there, when you have like people that we have a history of knowing, like okay, they're winners.
Yeah.
Like we got Joe Burrow who just literally got on the scene, and then Matthew Stafford who's never been on the scene until now. So it's just like they don't have much history to go off of outside of these franchises been shitball for the last umpteen years. So I get it, but at the same time, like you mentioned, it's the Super Bowl. Who gives a fuck? You should be talking about them every week. Every segment should have something to deal with the Super Bowl. But this segment definitely has it.
Yeah, we got you.
So what are y'all picks for the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Los Angeles Rams? Who y'all got?
Well, we know who you got.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you already know. I got the Los Angeles Rams. Like, nah. I'm going with the Bengals over the Rams. I think it's gonna be it's not gonna be a high scoring game. I think the Bengals will win by a field goal because that's how this whole postseason has gone. I'm giving it 20-23.
I didn't really give too much thought into the score. But I got the Rams though. I got the Rams. More household names. I like Sean McVay. And I just think that they just have a little bit more to prove. You know what I'm saying? The veterans that they have on their squad. But that's not to diminish what the Bengals have done. And I wouldn't be surprised if they won. You know what I'm saying? Because of the adversity, the consistent adversity, and how they play. They are a second half team. And, I can arguably say the better quarterback is with the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? I can arguably say that. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm just sticking to my guns with experience, veterans, and the Rams.
Sheldon, who you
got? This was a tough one, and I say it's tough because of just the situation that they're in. That defensive line is killer for the Rams. That's the only thing that leads me that way. But give me the Bengals. It's going to be 33-31.
Okay, so we're definitely losing now. Go ahead, Ken.
Change that.
You want to go to the Rams?
34-31 Rams.
Ken. You ain't got no brother, man, in this one, so you gonna have to pick a white man.
I mean, Stafford played in Detroit. It was black. Although his wife was talking kind of greasy about Sue. She kind of went real white for a second. Talking about, oh, look how big he is. And he can hurt people. Like, yo, like what?
All the more reason to go to Joe Shiesty.
Yeah. All right, so I thought about this too. I am going to go with the Bengals, and I'll tell you why.
You definitely losing now, Nick.
No. I do not trust McVay. And I've seen Stafford bail him out for the last 2 games. I've seen McVay get to Super Bowl and choke. And get out coached, I should say. And I could make an argument that he was out coached in the last 2 games that he was in by Arians/Brady and by Kyle Shanahan. The thing that worked in his favor is Kyle Shanahan is a choker. Zach Taylor got balls. Zach Taylor sometimes make calls like he don't fucking matter. He's a young guy. But you said Feefo, they're a second half team. What makes you a good second half team? Adjustments and coaching. And I don't trust McVay when it comes to a lead. Like, he just withers, man. I would put more trust in Stafford because I've seen this man. Like I love Detroit, Motown, Marvin Gaye, Temptations. That's why. So I've watched this man in Megatron. I watch him the Lions. I watch them play a lot. Same thing with Philly. Love Philly. The TSOP, Jill Scott, the Roots. Sometimes my team affiliations are tied to music. But nah, man. And the other thing is like not only Zach Taylor's coaching, but Joe fucking Burrow, man. And I don't really care about the Bengals like that. Y'all know I'm a Pittsburgh guy. But I fucks with Joe fucking Burrow, man. And I ever since he was in LSU, man, I've seen it. There's something about this guy, man. In every big game, he just finds a way to fucking come through. And I've seen this man in big games, like legit national championship games, taking down big dogs in the SE fucking C. So, and we've seen him in the playoffs. He does not run away from adversity. He comes through. So give me Zach Taylor, give me fucking Joe Burrow, and I'm gonna go there. Like I was concerned about the defensive line shelter because I think you bring a good point. But shit, this man got ate up by fucking
9 times.
Titans. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Aaron Donald ain't gonna do shit.
I was gonna say the Rams are not gonna sack him 10 times.
Yeah, so that's more adversity. Like you went through that and you overcame that. So yeah, man. I for all intents and purposes, the Rams should win this. I think there's a lot of pressure on McVay more than there is Stafford, and part of that is because they gave McVay every fucking thing. It's Super Bowl or bust for McVay. And I'm sure Stafford feels the same way, but shit, for him, just getting there is an accomplishment.
Yeah. And he beat Brady on the way there, too.
Yeah. Like, like he wants to win, and I'm sure he does. And I'm sure he probably has that mindset, too. But if you're McVay, I gave you Stafford, go win with me a Super Bowl. All right, you're doing a good job. Not only that, I'm going to go fucking get you Von Miller, too.
And OBJ. Not even that, give you OBJ.
And fucking OBJ. And who else? You say who else?
No, I said OBJ.
Oh, yeah, and OBJ. McVay, you cannot lose this, bro. And I don't know.
I will say the two things you brought up that I've been thinking about that makes me feel confident going into this game is one, Sean McVay and adjustments in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Once he gets that, like you said, once he gets that lead, he wants to motherfucking hold the clock, run the ball out, all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be interesting to see. And we also know that the Bengals so far this postseason have been the best second half team all postseason.
And the Rams haven't been.
And two, that Rams secondary is overrated. You take Jalen Ramsey, like outside of Jalen Ramsey, that secondary is cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we got and of course if he locks down Chase, we've seen that before. T. Higgins is gonna go off. I think this game is built for Tyler Boyd to have a huge impact. He is the unlost. He's the most forgotten person out of our receiving core, and he's the veteran. So he got the most experience, and he's a slot receiver. I think that Higgins and Boyd, either one of them gonna go off for 100.
Chase gonna get Ramsey.
It'll be Higgins.
That's where we get into the prop bets. So now we get into the prop bets. So these prop bets, it's based off players and also certain just units, and it's an either or. So these are the under over for either or.
And JM47, Bruce Arians overrated, by the way. But go ahead.
And I can't believe y'all be letting Ken say this stuff about Aaron Donald and don't nobody be saying nothing about it.
Oh, I'm just not.
And then these fair weather fans in the chat always be talking about Matthew Stafford, but he talks about Aaron Donald, who in the league, if you look it up, his win ratio and his double team ratio is off the charts. I wish I could.
Those ESPN stats, Ken.
That wasn't an ESPN stat. That was a real
I'm just saying,
stat.
like, what is that?
That was a real stat because if you collapse in the line every time, if you command in double teams and you still winning,
this man pulled out he pulled out ratio.
Win ratio from that's
That's
what you count with a defensive tackle.
No, my thing
is it not?
My thing is more about sacks. Like, are
You
getting
can't really
sacks?
say that with defensive tackles.
Yeah, and
I mean, we talk about sacks with J.J. Watt. We talk about sacks with Von Miller. We talk about sacks
J.J.
with.
Watt is not a
Defensive
They're more on the
ends.
No,
outside.
I'm
he
just
plays
talking.
on
I'm
the
just talking
inside.
about the D line, the D line in general.
But look, there's great defensive tackles that get praise for not. So okay,
Mhm.
so there's different types of D tackles and schemes,
Mhm.
right? The Rams play a 3-4 defense,
Mhm.
meaning that
They're in
oftentimes
zone.
he's in the middle, and a 3-4 D tackle or nose tackle, their primary job is to keep linebackers clean, is to take on double teams and not allow old linemen to reach the linebackers. But not only does Aaron Donald do that, he also gets sacks and he gets pressures and he gets
He
hurries.
got sacked.
Okay, but see,
He-
Shelton, this is
We'll,
I done let it
we'll
go.
see this game. My thing is more about Zach Taylor has to call a better offensive game plan as far as a lot of quick passes, and he has to literally move the pocket. So when we do run plays, it's going to have to be stretch. When we do passing plays, he better move that pocket with Burrow for them to get that pressure off. But the prop bet I got, this one first off, we're going to start off with the wide receivers. Jamar Chase. This is for either or. I'm going to say this. So there's an over-under
Over
60 yards.
way over 60.
Or over-under 1 touchdown.
Both.
Over both.
No, you got to do
no.
one or you got one or the other.
Give me the 60 yards, man. He's
You
definitely
take
over
the
He's
60
gonna
yards.
he's gonna go over 60.
100%. 100%.
Because Jalen Ramsey said
he
he's
gonna
gonna
have-
cover. He's gonna follow him.
Even better. He gonna have over 60 yards the first
Because
game.
like Ken said, I think Jalen Ramsey lightweight. If
Jalen-
we gonna keep it a full bean, he lightweight overrated when it comes to certain these one-on-one matchups.
he's more
he
like
let
him
Mike
and-
Evans
him and,
get
him and Diggs
bust
are,
his
him and
ass.
Diggs are very similar in the fact that they're gonna make a big play. They can hurt you, but at the same time, they give up some stuff too. So you can still make some plays on him. Now he gonna make some plays back, but
So Feefo,
Yeah.
you agree over 60 yards?
Yeah, over 60.
What about you, Ken?
Oh yeah, yeah.
See, because you look, man, you're missing part of the equation. Who throwing that ball? Joe Burrow ain't gonna let this man Jalen Ramsey punk him. Like, hey, get your ass open because I'm throwing you this fucking ball.
I'm going over 1 touchdown.
really,
I think Jamar can get 2 on him.
I don't know
can.
about that. I
can
think
get
that's
2 touchdowns.
way more difficult.
Hey, I'm talking
Way
hella
more
shit. This
difficult.
is the only
He
time
get
we're talking.
he
This is
get
the only
2
time the
touchdowns.
Bengals could be in the Super Bowl in my lifetime.
but like you said though, your own thing is what may hurt him is the fact that it's gonna be Boyd making plays. It's gonna be Higgins having to make some plays.
No,
in
but I
there,
think it's
too.
gonna be more like red zone, like same shit like with the Chiefs, where he just throw it up, catch, or like he's gonna do some quick. Because to me, Ramsey does better with bigger receivers than like the small,
shifty ones.
the ones who
yeah.
can run every route in the route tree. You know what I mean? Cooper Kupp. So the first scenario is over under 2 touchdowns, or over under 100 receiving yards.
That was tough. Cooper is gonna get over 100 yards.
I think he's gonna get more than 2 tutties.
You going 2 tubs over?
Over 2 tubs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna be the reason why they score.
Who's gonna be guarding him? Mike Hilton
He gonna cook them.
or
Mike
Weezy?
Hilton, most likely.
Yeah,
Mike Hilton or Eli Apple between the two.
Yeah, he gonna get them.
He gonna cook all that.
Yeah, he gonna definitely Mike Hilton. I think he gonna get Hilton.
Hilton hasn't allowed a receiver to catch, I think, any pass, something like that. Any passes on him, or he only allowed 3 so far in the playoffs.
Mm. Yeah, but
Yes, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, that's Cooper.
So Feefo got Cooper over 2 tubs.
2 or more.
Ken, what you got Cooper doing?
I'm really bad at this game. So what are the options again?
So Cooper Kupp can either get over under 2 touchdowns, or he can get over under 100 receiving yards. Which side are you leaning towards?
Receiving yards.
Over or under?
Over.
Over 100. What about you, Sheldon?
Over 100 yards.
I got him under 2 touchdowns. And now we go to OBJ. Over under 75 yards, or over under 1 touchdown.
Over 75. I think he's gonna be the
X factor.
the mover. But the score, like when it's gonna get time to scoring, I think it's gonna be Cup. That's why I went Cup two touchdowns or more. But Odell's gonna rack up the yards.
Give me a touchdown with OBJ.
Over.
Yeah.
What about you, Sheldon?
Under 75 yards.
Under. Why 70? Why that?
I just think it's going to be Cooper's game. I really think he's going to target Cooper
OBJ one-on-one coverage with Eli Apple or Hilton.
He gonna move that rock.
I still think they're going to target. He'll look for Cooper. No reason not to.
I'm gonna go with you on that, Sheldon. I'm gonna go under OBJ 75 yards.
Yeah, OBJ hitting ass.
No, it's less about OBJ than it is Cooper. I really think that, like I said, in a game like this, Cooper's that security blanket.
We're moving on to the running backs. Joe Mixon, over under 60 yards rushing or over under 2 touchdowns?
Under 2 touchdowns.
Under 60 yards for me.
Yep, I agree.
If they score them tubs, they're going to come through the air.
But, bruh, if he got 100,
it's over.
Rams might.
Yeah, if he get 100 yards, it's over.
I got over 60 yards for Mixon. I think Mixon going to bust like one up the gut. Somehow, some way. He's going to get a big run.
They're going to need it.
I think that's the only way they really win is by controlling that clock and running the ball.
Running the ball. It's just tough on that team, man. They tough against the run.
So this one is going on the Rams. So even though they split back, so I'm going to give you this one. Sony Michel, over under 60 yards rushing or Cam Akers, over under 2 touchdowns?
Any fumbles on that?
Yeah. Both of them unders.
Both of them unders.
You take your pick on that one.
Which side are you leaning towards?
Sonny Michel under 60 yards rushing.
Oh, yeah.
Give me Akers over.
Over 2 touchdowns?
Shit.
Yeah, give me Sony Michel under.
Yeah, because he ain't going to get – Sonny Michel ain't going to get in the game like that.
Unless Cam get hurt.
Unless Cam get hurt or fumble.
Who you got, Ken?
I'll take Sony. Under.
Under.
That man runs into the tackles.
I'm going to go with y'all on that one.
He never tries to run.
Like he running mud.
Bro, he never tries. It's like he looks for the defender and runs into him.
So let's get to the defenses. Los Angeles Rams, over under 5 sacks or over under 2 interceptions?
Under 2 interceptions.
What about you, Feefo?
I'm going to say over 5 sacks.
Under 5 sacks.
Feefo, you said over 5 sacks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Henderson might be back for this game. Chill vibes. I think he was supposed to be back.
And can you say under 5 sacks?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going under 5 sacks as well. And then with the Cincinnati defense, over under 2 interceptions or over under a pick 6?
Which team?
Under pick 6. The
Cincinnati
Bengals.
defense.
Oh yeah, under pick 6.
They've got a pick in every single playoff game. At least one.
No pick
That's
6
cool.
though.
No pick 6.
Yeah, Darrell
And
Henderson.
Eli Apple damn near had a pick 6 in overtime.
That's cool.
Darrell Henderson Jr. will play. He'll be ready for the Super Bowl.
Mm.
So that further puts down Sonny Michel and Cam Akers for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Especially how much time.
I thought he was going to fumble the ball every time he carried it in that last game.
Bruh.
Every time. And he don't really even fumble the ball like that. That's
The fact
crazy
that they
thing.
won with 4 turnovers?
Mm-hmm. That's like the Bengals winning with 9 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of those things.
Nah, turnovers is more than sacks.
I don't think so.
Because that's a
9
guaranteed
sacks,
extra possession.
But 9 sacks though.
That's just bad field position.
That take your heart away.
So people said under pick 6 for the Bengals. Who you got, Shelton?
The pick, same thing. Under the pick 6.
What about you, Ken?
It's under pick six. What's the other? Under
Over 2 interceptions.
Under pick six. That's hard.
I'm going over 2 interceptions.
That'll be good for you.
Because that's the only way we gotta get extra possessions. And I think Matt Stafford, he almost threw 2 picks in that last game.
I think it'll be I think you may get a tip interception. And depending on the score, you could probably get another.
If Sony
one there.
carrying the ball, or I mean, if Cam carrying the ball, we get 2 fumbles right there.
Yeah. But
All right. The last one is the quarterbacks. We got Joe Burrow over under 200 plus passing yards or over under 2 touchdowns.
Over 200 passing yards.
It doesn't even matter.
Either one, but yeah, over 200 passing yards
Over
for sure.
Yeah,
That's 100%.
Yep.
Over 250 passing yards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
fine. You could have said 300.
It don't matter. Yeah.
Because that's what they're gonna need. And
Yeah,
that man
he
throw
gonna
for
throw
less
200
than
in the first half.
Yeah, if he throw like 210, they probably gonna lose.
yeah, I'll take that 250 over 250.
Mm-hmm. Give me that one too.
I'm just going over. I'm going. I'm going under 2 TDs.
You don't think he'll throw more than 2 TDs?
I think it'll be a run. It's again
Uh,
for them to win this, they gotta run the ball. I think Joe Mixon has to have a big game.
Yeah, I think Mixon to get one of those touchdowns.
Dang, Lakers.
I think he gets 1 to Chase. I think he gets 1 to. Yeah, I think he just gets 1 to Chase. Either Chase or Higgins, and then the rest is going to have to be the run game. Matthew Stafford over under 300 plus passing yards or over under 3 TDs.
He'll be over 300 plus passing.
Yeah. They're gonna throw that rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think they're
for
going to
sure.
run the ball a lot.
Well, they got.
They better not.
Well, if Henderson is back, I mean, he's at least solid, but he ain't played in so long. I don't know, but they're gonna throw the ball. That's what
They're gonna
do.
throw the ball. Bro.
Feefo, who you got?
Over the passing.
Cup.
Cooper.
At least getting 10 targets. OBJ gonna probably get 7. If he can be back, he could probably gonna get 6.
I got Stafford under 3 TDs. I think they're gonna rely on that running game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You got all your backs, and I think the Rams underratedly are a run first football team.
That's McVay's scheme.
Mm-hmm.
So you see how they try to put to bed the Buccaneers with the run game, and that didn't work. It forced them to pass. I think if you force the Rams to pass, that's where the mistakes happen.
I see it the other way around. They can't run the ball. So yeah. I think McVay prefers the pass. Like when he had Gurley, yeah, he gonna run all day because he had this, but none of these motherfuckers combined. These motherfuckers combined ain't Gurley.
Yeah, not the best girl.
Gurley was top 2 running back in the league.
Yeah. So when you got Cup and OBJ, man, and then if Cup getting off,
Mm-hmm.
All right, so those are the prop bets. Each will be worth 1 point based off of what the outcome is for the Super Bowl. Are y'all into like anything as far as like the commercials or anything else? Y'all
Yeah,
anticipate-
commercials are dope to watch. Mm-hmm.
I'm not anymore.
Oh yeah, the halftime show.
Hell
It's the
no.
G-Funk halftime show. That's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna watch that?
No.
You ain't gonna watch it?
Mm-mm.
Mary J, Kendrick, Snoop, Eminem,
That's
Dr.
about-
Dre.
That's about as black as they're gonna get, huh?
Thanks to Jay-Z.
Nah, I don't care about this. I ain't watching this
I
shit.
don't care about it, but I'm gonna watch it.
Kendrick gonna drop a new single.
It'll be on. But I ain't gonna be
Yeah.
sitting down watching.
Well, all I know is that I watched that weekend one, whatever year that was. So I'm gonna definitely, if I could get through that, I could. Get
Oh
through
yeah, that weekend was straight.
And I love the
cheese.
weekend.
Was that
but-
this past year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was straight.
That was
cheeks.
some great memes.
That was the pandemic weekend.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was the
more
pandemic.
Jay-Z. They probably told Jay-Z, you gotta fix this, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't have this random ass Black man walking through the house of mirrors. All right.
Chief Miyagi, a couple of super chats is still on the same subject.
Go ahead.
Chief Miyagi said, "What's up, Chief Miyagi? Appreciate the super chat, super love." He said, "I think Aaron Donald is too good to not have a Super Bowl ring on his resume. Von Miller knows what it takes. They won't let this opportunity slip."
Should ask JJ Watt.
I know, right? McVay won't be 0-2 in the Super Bowl.
Shit.
So that's his.
Who used to coach them Bills teams with Jim Kelly?
Oh man, what is his name? It was right there.
Marty. No.
Yes.
I can see him too.
I can too, man.
What Schottenheimer?
Nah, Schottenheimer had the
What's
Chiefs
his
run.
name?
The Chiefs and the Chargers run.
Dang,
I know the chat know.
Tigolo Kane. Tigolo said Dallas Cowboys have no excuses in 2022.
Marv
NFC
Levy?
is trash. Marv Levy.
Yes.
The NFC is trash.
You said what? What was the question?
Tigolo said Dallas Cowboys have no excuses in 2022. The NFC is trash.
They had no excuses this year.
Nah, because I think the Rams got a shot at making another run at it.
They got everybody coming back.
Nah, they don't. Actually, this is the year for the Rams because I think they got a lot of free agents.
I think most of those guys are coming back this year.
Nah, not based off of cap space.
Oh.
Because they got OBJ's a free agent after the season.
Von Miller's
a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few other players that are free. So it depends on who they want to keep.
Mm.
And they don't got that much. I think they're like $2 million in the hole based off all these roster moves. So I don't think they got enough flexibility. It depends on who's willing to take a pay cut, I guess.
Or move money
Or
around.
move money, move money around.
Because in the real NFL, like you can just move money that's owed to upfront money, so that way you clear up cap space, so that way you can sign players to deals and shit like that.
But you still losing. You still gonna lose some players.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna keep everybody.
Yeah, but what's the competition though? Brady.
If OBJ's a free agent, he could go wherever Rodgers goes. He go wherever. Who else is on the market?
Yeah, they ain't Packers ain't gonna do shit. Like, what's the real competition? Especially if they win it and know what it takes, you know.
And it's LA. He love that city.
Yeah, so it's like, Dallas. There's no other threats in the NFC that I can see. Kyle Shanahan is gonna have Trey Lance.
He could go to Kansas City
if Chicago can put it together.
Nah, too early.
No,
Too
OBJ
early.
got to go somewhere.
He guaranteed.
Established.
Yeah.
So actually, to a point, so I kind of low key agree with that. Then I think they will be next up to really make a good run for it.
The Cardinals will be back. I think the Cardinals are so good.
They got to do better in the second half. We need to see it.
They got to get rid of Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, as long as they continue to collapse in second halves, we have 2 seasons of that. If they overturn that trend, Shelton, I agree with you. That means they finally figured out how to continue that momentum, which will make them dangerous. Hopkins stay healthy. Yeah, that'll give them a legit shot. Kyler. So so that's what I would be looking for with them. But I with Dallas, they have a way of sustaining, wins. It's just in these playoffs, Mike McCarthy and that now at this point.
That's why I'm surprised that Tom Brady retired, because it's so wide open on this side.
Tom Brady retired because Antonio Brown gone, and I think and Gronk wasn't really the same.
Well, Godwin probably is not coming back.
And Godwin,
that was the biggest thing to me.
Tom Brady he took a page out of Bill Belichick's book. I'd rather leave early than late.
Yep, 100%. He solidified his last game with the epic comeback. Yeah, that only failed because Stafford got him,
and he proved that he can win without Belichick.
And Bruce Arians or whoever called that defensive play made a bad call. Yeah, everybody gonna look at that, but like that's not Tom's fault. All the blame got put on that all-out blitz, and Tom got all the praise. I'm walking away after that.
I get you.
So I think you make a good point, Nick. But you come back and
and where does he come back? Because I don't think he comes back to Tampa. I think he may go to San Fran. He may go to somewhere else. But then again, you in San Fran, now you're facing against the Rams twice a year, which they didn't beat all season this past season.
Maybe I should throw AB some love, man. Shit, he got Brady out the league. Shit. Go ahead, boy.
You think he'll be back?
No.
Nah.
Hell no.
They say he got a new job. He the president of Donda Sports. That's what they
Oh
say.
wow.
I saw that.
He is out.
But that's all I got.
Who gonna buy the Broncos?
Dang, the Lakers. Oh man, the Lakers just lose by 20. That's not bad. That's normal for them. Shit.
Hey,
Against the Bucks? Come on, man. What do you expect?
That's pretty bad when you say that's normal. Like
Because
that's probably how their fans like.
they're so bad, man. They're
Least you
so
don't lose
bad.
by
I
20.
think the Lakers, like, and then we get out of here. But I think for them, it's just like now that everybody's healthy, building those habits and figuring out that rotation, dumping DeAndre Jordan, Bazemore, and all these other damn pieces of
Man, this is a
guys that
first
can't
half
contribute.
score. Milwaukee got 76 in the first half too.
Oh my God.
Lakers can't play defense.
Man, I'm telling y'all, Milwaukee with them, they're gonna repeat.
Giannis got 22. Chris Middleton got 20 in the first half. That's ridiculous. The only thing that can stop the Bucks is their bench is not.
This team is set up like LeBron teams were back in the. It's all around Giannis. Got that two guy, and they're good to go. Who did they start? I think did Monk start?
No. Yeah, they did. Trevor Ariza and Monk started with Russell
See,
Westbrook.
you could have stopped the Trevor Ariza. Why the
Right
fuck
there.
is he even starting? Like the. All right, man, we got to get out of here. But see, those are the things that when I look at Vogel, I know Q saying that's easy, but nah, bro.
We'll see. We'll see about it. Thursday's the trade deadline, so we'll know by Thursday night what's going on, what these rosters look like. Lakers could look like a totally different. We saw what LeBron James teams can do in the trade deadline.
Yeah.
They can look totally different.
Yeah. Trevor Ariza, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, we're gonna try to do a Thursday show because I know it's a trade deadline, so we might have to talk about these moves. Yeah, we weren't able to make it last Thursday, but yeah, I don't know, man. How you looking Thursday, Feefo?
Man, look, my shit
I know
it's
trade
uncontrollable.
Trade deadline. We're gonna try to get here, y'all.
I'll
Just
try to be
subscribe
here.
to the channel, and we'll see what's what. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us, man. We'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Yep.
It is, man. Well, the USFL about to come.
That's